What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Any dogs in the house? Woo, 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 woo.
Lobo Nation is on Jack FM. KOOI, Jacksonville, Tyler, Longview.
106.5 Jack FM presents the John King Coaches Show.
Brought to you by Peter Chevrolet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Buick in Longview.
Well, good evening, Lobo Nation. Harlan, the sports guy, and Pigskin Bob here on the Peter Chevrolet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Buick Fiat John King Coaches Show.
That's a mouthful.
You think I just fall down and get Marconi Awards, Coach?
No.
Well,
you studied hard at it the last 10 seconds.
Was that like 8 different
pretty good.
dealerships?
You got to hit it right into John King Coaches Show. Like it's part of the dealership.
That's right, part of it. Hey, had a long-lasting relationship with the Peters family, so you bet.
Absolutely. How are you doing?
I'm good.
We had a fun week, and Haynes King gets the starting job, and then you get your first win of the season to go to 1-0. So tell us about your Friday real quick to recap the news, because all of us here in Lobo Nation, we're rooting for Haynes.
Well, and I know Lobo Nation has had a lot of congratulatory text messages and people reach out to me. But, Haynes had a meeting Friday, called and told me in the morning of the game. He said, I got a meeting this afternoon. So he calls me after the meeting about 2 o'clock, 2:15. We're riding up 69 towards McKinney and going by Alba Golden High School when I got the call, and he'd been named quarterback 1. So that was a relief, not only for him, but for the King family, Mom and Daddy too.
But that's not exactly the whole story. There were 3 meetings on Friday.
Yeah.
He was the 3rd meeting for Jimbo.
Yeah, whatever the order was. Yeah, I think he had to meet with all 3 quarterbacks, and I think Haynes was last.
And you said, hey, the 3rd is the best.
I
normally.
hope it was.
Ended up turning out that way.
It did turn out that way.
But you never know. For you, the 3rd meeting might have been the best. For Jimbo, for Nick Saban, for Tom Landry, whoever.
Everybody does it different.
Everybody does it different. So you have no idea what that means that he's going 3rd.
No, did not. And I knew it was, something to still keep, in-house because it had not been officially released yet. You had to get all the hype going around that. So it was something that just, eat at you because you're proud of your son. But at the same time, you knew that it needed to be made official by
So you couldn't turn and tell Coach Barry, he got it. Whoever was sitting beside you on that school bus, you're saying you couldn't. Yes.
No, he's saying he couldn't post it. He couldn't tweet it.
Couldn't say anything. I didn't say anything to the coaches. Said something to my wife and just kind of waited till it became official. But was proud for him and it's a huge honor. Like I said, it's not 14 of those spots available in the SEC.
Right.
Be a starting quarterback in the SEC is pretty special. So it's hard to stay
and
there,
a bunch
too.
of them aren't Vanderbilt and Kentucky.
No.
Yes.
This is big time.
Top 10 ranked team in the country.
Yeah.
They're ranked number 6, but that's preseason polls. They got to go prove it on the field. So excited for him, excited for the Aggies, and look forward to Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. So Saturday they're at Sam Houston, and you're going to head down there?
Yeah, they played 11 o'clock, so we'll get up Saturday morning, go down about 5, try to get there for the Aggie walk. I think it's at 8:30 or so, but it'll be a late night, early morning. But it's you do what you got to do for your kids.
Well, so then let's go into the rest of your Friday.
Well, that ended up pretty good too.
Yeah.
That was the first relief I got was a call from Haynes. Because it was a lot of stress involved with all that and trying to get ready for week 1, playing McKinney Board and. Not knowing exactly how they would play us, how our kids would respond. They had a lot of success in their scrimmage and looked good on tape. And so we went over and played well. I mean, I think our defense really settled down after a quarter and a half and played exceptional football. And offensively, we were able to mix in the run and the pass, hit some big plays with both. Ran it when we wanted to, was able to throw it when we wanted to. So pretty well, just a pretty good showing out of us, and we were solid in the kicking game. So for week 1 performance, we looked like a veteran football team, like we should have, with 15 returning starters.
Okay, but listening early on, while we're having our pre-show meal, it seemed a couple of hiccups early in the first quarter.
We did. Defensively, we jumped off sides, gave them one of the cheap bomb plays and got them down there for a field goal. Then we muffed a punt and gave them the ball on 10. They wound up punching it in. I mean, but we're sitting there at a point really fixing to blow the game open, and we just kind of let them keep hanging around, which we can't make those mistakes. But, we went in 21-10 up 21-10 at the half. Storm blows in. You're thinking it's a what's the show with Robin Williams and Reno? What's the
Mork and Mindy?
No, the football show.
Happy Days.
No, The Best of Times.
Okay, The Best
of Times. You've ever watched The Best of Times? You know, whenever Reno Moore comes back out with his shoes on, or, in white shoes, whatever else it was. Anyway, you're a football movie junkie like me. It's The Best of Times. I forget who I was in there. So
Kurt Russell.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just throw me the ball, Reno. Throw me the ball.
That's right.
I don't know if he quite said it that way. So you see this storm blow in, you're thinking, oh, what else can go, what can happen now,
Right.
Luckily, I packed my rain suit. I'm old enough to know that, hey, it's 50-50 chance every day. So I packed my rain suit. But we come out, start the second half, and we
It rained on their sideline.
It rained on both sides. That's right. It rains both sides. But we get the ball, go 18 plays, and score, go up 28-10. Took 8 minutes off the clock. And, we're able to just kind of finish it out from there. But, I would say the negative thing coming out of it was we had a couple of fourth downs we didn't convert. We busted protection on one. Quarterback has to throw the ball early, have Jalen open for a touchdown. And then the other one was the back tried to bounce the ball on power instead of staying inside with the ball. He could have knocked himself out on the goalpost. He'd stayed where he's supposed to with the football. But, that's part of game one mistakes, and there's room for improvement.
Game one has to be interesting for a head coach because you've planned all off season to get to this one point, to see how you are, to see how you stand up, and you've come away from some of those first games, and it didn't go how you wanted.
No, they didn't.
And then this one goes pretty much how you would like it to. You're going to have a speed bump or two, but doesn't it just has to be a relief.
I went back and I was looking at the notes from 2021 week one against Denton Ryan.
Right.
And
smoke show.
The staff meeting on Sunday about the mistakes we made, and I kind of laughed. Because we start the ball game off on offense, and we get the wrong formation.
First play of the game.
First play of the game.
Yep.
And don't have any idea what we're doing. We had 10 on the field on defense 2 or 3 different times. We had 12 out there at one time. We called
Jerry Jones is watching.
Punt team, and the punter don't go out there. We fumbled 5 times, lost 3 of them. It was just an absolute mess. And we did not have that this time.
Fast forward 1 year.
Yeah, kids have grown up. That's what happens when you play 8 sophomores on the varsity week 1 and at the Star and playing on the NFL Network. It's just too much for them. And we didn't have that this time, but, I thought we did a good job of having our team prepared in all facets. The transition from offense to defense, and run a kick team out there, have 11 on the field, and be able to go out and execute and communicate and do all the things you need to do week 1. It's things you worry about. I think there was one instance where we had to call a timeout. We had miscommunication, and it was
I would be busting chops.
Read a wristband wrong one time.
If you don't have that
make.
week 1, you didn't put in enough stuff, right?
Well,
Fair point.
We got enough in now, I can tell you. When you got a 3-year starter back at quarterback, and you've got like a Jalen Hale and Taylor Tatum played varsity last year. Most of the offensive line played varsity. They understand the terminology.
But just to my point, when you hit that bus seat for the long ride back to Longview, had to feel like a good day, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
It was a long day, stressful day, and it did feel good.
Soak those days in. There aren't many of them.
No, they're not.
Right?
Get to 1-0, and your kid's starting quarterback for the Fighting Ags.
Not a bad day.
That's a pretty good day.
I bet you felt better than driving up there. Even coming the back roads.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Even
with
coming
stops
the back
and starts. All right, well, we got a big game this week against Marshall, so let's get ready for that. We'll take a break, come back, and talk about the 112th meeting of the Lobos and the Mavericks tonight at Lobo Stadium. This is the John King Coaches Show, presented by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Fiat, on your home for Longview Lobo football. 106.5 Jack FM.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. The Ram truck lineup at Peters Ram is designed to go further and experience more. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve the Ram truck that's right for you with the options you want. Peters Ram in Longview.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were looking at your phone while driving, let me say it again. Seriously, put down your phone. That is so unsafe. If you didn't do stuff like use your phone while driving, you could save money with Progressive Snapshot. But saving or not, just put it down. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't looking at your phone, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
What's better than the long weekend? Kohl's budget-boosting deals on denim. I got myself jeans for $19.99. 40% off Levi's for my son. Even my husband found a pair for 30% off. Plus, because I spent over $25, I got $10 off. And earned Kohl's cash. More style, more savings. Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end September 5th. Levi's coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Hey, I'm Andy. And every morning I wake up thinking about shaving. When I started Harry's almost a decade ago, the shaving industry was a mess. Flashy, overpriced razors as far as the eye could see. I just wanted a great shave at a fair price. Too much to ask? I didn't think so, and that's why I started Harry's. 10 years and 20 million Harry's customers later, we're still obsessed with giving you a quality shave experience. Sharper blades, a better lubricating strip, and making our handle grippy in all the right places? All upgrades based on your feedback. And it all comes at a great price. Seriously, as low as $2 per cartridge. These days, my mornings are a little bit different. Morning, girls. But I still wake up thinking about shaving. Our starter set has everything you need for a close, comfortable shave. 5-blade German-engineered razor, weighted handle, and shave gel. Get yours now for just $3 with free shipping, backed by our quality guarantee. Just go to harrys.com now and enter code TOPDOG at checkout. That's harrys.com, code TOPDOG.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Well, welcome back, Lobo Nation, to the John King Coaches Show, presented by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Fiat, on your home for Longview Lobo football. 106.5 Jack FM. Harlan, the sports guy, Pigskin Bob, John King. We're going to send it out to Lobo Stadium here in just a minute for Brian Houston and Johnny Vaughn in their call of tonight's 112th meeting of the Longview Lobos and the Marshall Mavericks. And, Coach, you've been in Longview, you've been a part of this program for a long time, seen a lot of these matchups.
60 years, it seems like.
Is Marshall Week special every week?
Every year, you know it's going to be special because regardless of the status of your program, whether you're undefeated or you hadn't won a game, you're going to go out there and both teams are fixing to get after one another. That's just how it is. It's going to be a hard-fought football game. You know, we've had some big ball games that were district games for many years. We've had some that have been non-district games where, you know, it could be week one when you start the season off against one another, or it's kind of fall into week two where we kind of set it in that slot here the last few years just to make sure we got the ball game in non-district, you know. So with the split of 5A, that puts us in two different divisions. So we always schedule non-district in week two, and it's a good challenge. I mean, you get a good early test of your football team. You know, Marshall's going to be fast. They're going to be physical. You know, so see how you match up.
And then you throw Jack Alvarez, the new head football coach in Marshall, who has a state championship ring as well, Coach.
Yeah,
that's not good news for the Lobos.
Jack's a good football coach, and he's got a different style of doing it. You know, they're in the wing tee, and he's going to play with some tempo, and he's going to give you a lot of crazy formations. But they got two good running backs they're going to do it with. I mean, they're going to run the trap. They're going to run the buck sweep. I can promise you that. And I can't tell you what formation it's going to come out of. There's going to be some style of that. And he's going to throw boot passes and just keep you on your toes. Excellent football coach. I've got a lot of respect for Jack. He's always done great with kids wherever he's been. I mean, from West Sabine to Kirbyville to Ennis to Coppers Cove to Cuero, now at Marshall. I mean, guy's been a lot of places. He's won a lot of football games doing it the way he's done it.
You and him are friends, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. I've known him since 1989. He was a GA at Northwestern. He was an offensive line GA. Knew him there when I was playing and stayed in touch many, many years. Served on the THSCA board of directors together.
You don't have to spell it.
A lot of good time.
Big boys.
Because we were at the Coaches Association banquet a few years ago, and he was there when the year Ennis won their championship, and they were being honored. I always say Ennis is, it depends on which direction the wind's blowing, whether they're Metroplex or East Texas.
East Texas, yeah.
Well, when they win state, we claim them as one of ours.
Dang right we do.
We had Jack out he was honored. And you and him were cutting up and having a good old time and had known each other for years. And And he kind of is your kind of guy, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, we scrimmaged in 14 and 15. 14 when they won state, they beat the absolute brakes off of us. Coming around, they come to us in 15. Jack's got a new football team, and we're scrimmaging.
He lost everybody after that.
Lost everybody.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get ready to go play because Jack's trying to go win ball games. That's all he's worried about. And we're at like play number 249 in the scrimmage. And I'm like, Jack, how much more do you want? My feet are hurting.
249.
249. I'm like, Jack, my feet are starting to hurt. I mean, I've had enough. How much more you want?
Yeah.
Just let me finish out this drive. I got this young quarterback. I want to get him some more reps, get him ready. He can run about 8 or 10 more plays. Whatever you want to do, man. I'm thinking
Sorry
we got to
about your
play
feet.
next week. I'm not trying to. This doesn't go on our record. Next week does.
Right.
Trying to get out of it healthy. But that's how Jack is. He loves football. He loves having fun. And kids they play their tails off.
It's good news for Marshall getting a guy like that.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
seems like a good fit for Marshall now.
It's totally different. Now, Marshall's always been a team known for spread offenses and throwing the ball all over the yard. Not that Jack won't throw it, but he's going to run that football, and he's going to find a way to run it out of it. It's unconventional what you see, but he's good at it, and he's going to add packages each week, and they've got the weapons to be dangerous. They're good defensively to start with. Then their two running backs and a big play receiver they got on offense are special. They're difference makers. Quarterback's a good player. He can throw the ball. He can operate the offense. So get it to the playmakers.
Yeah,
That's
those
what you
running
gotta do.
backs are something else special.
So Brian Houston and Johnny need to be on their A game tonight. It's going to be something else.
It's going to be a heck of a ball game. It sure is. They're good, and it'll be a good challenge for us. Different schemes, see how we line up, how we hold up to what they're going to do. The thing about us from a defensive standpoint, you got to be able to line up and leverage every formation they're going to give you. Because they're going to have inside plays, they're going to have perimeter plays, they're going to have boot passes, reverse, they're going to have all that going. But they're still going to try to run that ball inside on a quick trap. And if you try to run out of there and you run up the field and get trapped, then running backs are going to be gone because they're going to be north and south in a hurry. So it'll be a challenge for us. It's you got to trust what your eyes tell you.
I'm going to make this prediction. They can't get you tonight, okay, unless something crazy happens. I know that's the story. But if he stays at Marshall, he'll get one of these. He'll get him a Lobo victory.
Jack's a good football coach.
Yeah, it won't be tonight, but he'll.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I hope not.
It might take 4 or 5
Ain't
years.
the plan. But no, Jack's gonna win a bunch of games. He's I keep saying,
but only one.
He's only going to give none of them.
He's only going to get one Lobo victory.
Look, I can tell you. I don't know if you saw the interview he had. Somebody sent it.
We interviewed him.
Yeah, he had an interview on TV, one of the TV stations. He said, "I don't care if my mom was the head coach at Longview. I'm going to try to whip the Lobos." That's kind of how Jack is.
I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's his personality.
Because the Lobo, the Marshall fans, if they go 1-9, as long as that one was against the Green Lobos, I'm good. Yeah, let's get ready for next year, Coach. Right?
That'd be good for a while, but I don't know if you can go 1-9 just win that one.
Well, if you can beat Longview, you're not
it'll be a
going
big
1-9.
win, and it's a big win for our program too. I mean, that's bragging rights that you have.
Do the kids feel it?
When I first got here, there used to be a lot more of that
Yeah.
business going on back and forth. Like go and steal the city limit sign, or go hang. We've seen
Go paint the field house.
Coyotes hung from our goalpost, like hanging a wolf. They've damaged the hedges. I mean, there was all that going on. That's kind of died down. I think
That's
the cops
what we did
shut
in the
that
80s,
down.
Coach. That's how
people have
we
grown
roll.
up now,
Right.
I guess. Bob.
And then there's, of course, the story where the assistant coaches go out there and they do something like that on their own team to fire up their kids, right?
Look
what they did to you.
That's true.
Look what they think of you.
Nobody comes into our house.
I think more of that's gone to social media now. The words back
Right.
and forth. That's taking over.
Right.
Which is good because you worried about at the time somebody getting hurt seriously. So,
All right, Coach, I want to finish up with this. You got an incredible honor tonight. UIL Athletic Director Dr. Susan Elza is in East Texas today for the 112th meeting of Marshall Longview, and I believe Brian and Johnny are going to have her on at halftime. But that's pretty cool that she's coming out for this game, isn't it?
it is. She's a good friend of mine, and got to know her through the years of serving in different capacities of the THSCA, and she's seen us play a few times. Of course, the state championship ball game.
Sure.
But she said, I've never been to Lobo Stadium. I said, well, you need to come out for
That's
the
a
home
great
opener.
scene.
I said, come out and see what real East Texas living's about. Come see some real football. And she said, okay, I'm coming. When's your first game? And I told her. She said, I'll be there. So she'll be here tonight. Great honor for us to have her. She knows Jack and I both quite well from our time together serving with the Coach Association. So excellent AD. And I'm talking about she is a gym dandy. I mean, I just don't know how to explain how she can handle a room, how she can handle different situations. But got the utmost respect for her and the team and what they've done.
Well, she's going to be on at halftime with Brian and Johnny. So, folks, let me make sure you stick around for that on the Eastman Credit halftime show. Plus, Bob and I will talk about a couple of games. That's where you can go to the bathroom if you're so inclined. Hey, this has been the John King Coaches Show. It's presented by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Fiat. Good luck tonight, Coach. We'll do this again next week. Get to 2-0, get that Lobo victory, and make Jack Alvarez work for it for a few years before he gets his.
Go Lobos.
Go Lobos. That's
All
right.
We'll be back and send it to the stadium. So, Brian Houston and Johnny Vaughn with your call of Longview Lobos versus Marshall tonight right here on your home for Longview Lobo football, 106.5 Jack FM.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. The Ram truck lineup at Peters Ram is designed to go further and experience more. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve the Ram truck that's right for you with the options you want. Peters Ram in Longview.
This has been the John King Coaches Show on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brought to you by Peter Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. An oil change with quality oil like Castrol Edge Full Synthetic can help your engine get more out of every tank. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life oil filter for only $37.99. Get what you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
I had low back pain that was due to herniated discs.
Meet Dr. Justin Garzone, another satisfied patient who found regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics.
Over a very short period of time, the pain went away completely, and I have had absolutely no symptoms or pain since my treatment.
Before Dr. Garzone found QC Kinetics, he was looking at all the old school pain treatments.
It was recommended that I have steroid injections done, but then unfortunately my insurance company said that I would have to do 3 months of physical therapy first, and I needed to get better quickly.
With QC Kinetics, the doctor got lasting relief with no downtime.
I didn't have to take any medications during my treatment. I avoided surgery, and I am now pain-free.
Don't live with chronic pain, and don't go under the knife. Call QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, for a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 430-245-9760. That's 430-245-9760. 430-245-9760.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Live from Lobo Stadium, it's the 112th meeting between the Marshall Mavericks and the top-ranked Class 5A Division I Longview Lobos. Hello, I'm Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn. Longview, coached by John King, is 1-0 after his 36-10 win over McKinney Boyd last week. The Lobos quarterback threw for 201 yards and 2 touchdowns, both to star receiver Jalen Hale, who totaled 123 yards and catches. Taylor Tatum rushed for 144 yards and 3 touchdowns, and the Lobo defense held Boyd to 156 total offense. Marshall's coached by first-year coach Jack Alvarez, who won a state championship in Ennis in 2014. Loves to run the football down your throat, going primarily with a split backfield and the quarterback under center. The Mavericks beat Tyler High and Marshall last week 40-29. They rushed for over 300 yards against the Lions, with J.Q. Davis leading the way with 153 yards and 3 scores. Boyd Robinson adding 121 yards on the ground. It's going to be physical. It's going to be fun. Marshall versus Longview, back with Johnny Vaughn as the Peters Chevrolet Dodge Jeep Ram Buick of Longview pregame show continues. You're listening to Longview Lobos football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Hello, I'm Jerry Gardner with Newgate Mission. Here at Newgate, we serve over 200 people daily, providing meals, basic necessities, love, and spiritual guidance to all in need. We are always in need of volunteers and want to welcome you to come help us continue to serve our community as we have done for the last 32 years. If you feel called to donate your time to Newgate, please call the office at 903-757-6146 or visit our website, newgatemission.org.
Don't let it goof. Do your roof.
It's your roof and our livelihood. I'm Natalie Steele of Steele Roofing in Tyler. Thank you for your trust these last 5 years. It seems just like yesterday, my husband John and I ventured everything to start Steele Roofing. We said if we're going to do it, we are going to do it the right way.
I'm John Steele. We are one of only 3 licensed roofing companies in Tyler. Roofers don't have to be licensed in Texas, but I chose for Steele Roofing to go the extra mile. We became licensed through in-depth review standards and annual testing.
RCAT license number 010455. Steele Roofing.
People think we only do steel roofs, but Steele is my last name. We repair and install all types of roofs, residential and commercial, including commercial flat roof systems.
Steele Roofing. We do work anywhere in East Texas.
Storm season brings out storm-chasing roofers. Don't let it goof. Do your roof. Steele Roofing.
Welcome back to Lobo Stadium. Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn. This is the 112th meeting of Longview and Lobo. Johnny, I think you've seen, 70 of them so far?
Something like that. A lot.
So what stands out in this rivalry to you?
Well, since Coach King been here, they talk about it, and it is a big rivalry, but he's 17-1, so they've only lost one time in his era. I think this is going to be an interesting game tonight because they rushed for over 300 yards last week against Tyler High. So when you get a team like this that can run the football, they can shorten the field, so to speak, because they can use a lot of the clock. A lot of times it limits the other team's ability to get the ball. And one of the things that Longview in the past has been able to do is, because they just have had probably more athletes, Marshall has tended to wear down as the game's gone on. And I think tonight with the running game, if their running game is effective, I think that they could put up a good game against the Lobos.
Well, they're going to try to play keep away. And, again, with what they did to Tyler High last week was kind of eye-opening. They definitely ran the football very well against a talented Lions defense. And Jack Alvarez loves to run that wing tee. He'll give you all kinds of different formations. He loves to run it up the middle. He'll run that toss sweep. We see the coin toss right now. And I believe that Marshall won the toss and elected to defer. Longview won the toss and is elected to defer. So that means Marshall will have the football to start the game. And we're going to see right off the bat that offense for the Marshall Mavericks.
They've got 2 outstanding backs, but they also have a quarterback and throw. And one of the things that they'll mix in, and we saw this against John Tyler, is they'll throw the ball some, and sometimes when you least expect it. So I think this first series will be interesting just to see what Marshall actually tries to do against the Lobos.
A beautiful night for football, 82 degrees right now after a day of rain and wet and drizzle. It is cleared out. It's a beautiful sunny evening. As the sun sets, it's going to be a perfect night for football, and we're ready to tee it up right now. Michael Fields is going to tee it up for the Longview Lobos, and back deep to take that kickoff return Number 4 for Marshall, and that's J.Q. Davis. And number 11 for Marshall is Bird Robinson, both of the great running backs. The kick is going to be taken by Davis at the 5-yard line, brought out to the 10, 15, and he goes down at the 19-yard line, and that's where Marshall will take over 1st and 10, starting with the 11:54 mark, and the ball on the 19-yard line, their first drive. Marshall's offense looks like this. Bird Robinson, J.Q. Davis are behind the quarterback, Collier Sloan. The offensive line, Jalen McFarland at center, the guards, Jacalyn Williams and David Carlisle. The tackles, Eric Perkins and Connor Haggerty. The receivers, Judson Illingsworth, Zachary Smith, and Ja'Cory Smith. They'll line up in that split backfield. A toss sweep coming left side, gets to the edge, 20, 25-yard line, and a good tackle out there by Longview's number 9, Jaden Simmons, on the edge. It's a gain of about 5, and it's going to be 2nd down and 5 at the 25-yard line.
I think you saw the ability of the running back that time as he was hit early and turned that into a 5-yard gain. That was a pretty impressive run.
2nd and 5 from the 25. They'll come out with one back now and a wing to the left, 2 wide receivers right. And on 2nd and 5, Sloan with the pass out complete for the first down out to the 35-yard line. And the pass complete out there to Zachary Smith. And a first down for Marshall out to the 36.
That wasn't great coverage by Longview, just a little turn in, and Longview just too far off.
Single back again. They'll hand it off to the wing back, and a flag goes down, and there's a legal procedure against Marshall. So again, one of the things you see, they'll have Davis lined up as a tailback. They'll line up Robinson back in a slot somewhere between the guard and the tackle, like a wing back, and then they're likely to hand it off to him on a counter. And the other thing about Jack Alvarez, 1st and 15 is not necessarily a passing down.
That's true.
10:44 to go in the first quarter. Split backfield, 2 tight ends, and a toss sweep. Ball got away from the running back. Sloan picked it up and then fired it out of bounds. That could have been disastrous for Marshall because they fumbled the football.
Collier Sloan over keeper.
Yeah, that was going to be a running play, and he pitched it back, and it was dropped, and he just takes it and throws it out of bounds. They're pretty fortunate there. Could have been a fumble and a turnover.
As an incomplete pass, it's 2nd down and 15 now from the 31-yard line. Again, 2 tight ends, split backfield, and a lone wide receiver comes out to the left. Ball's on the right hash mark. Sloan back to throw, fires it out to the left flat, incomplete. Coverage out there for Jaden Simmons. Ball was intended for Ja'Cory Smith, and it's 3rd down and 15.
He tried to run the out route on Simmons, and the ball was a little bit overthrown, but it was good coverage on him, by him.
We've got a packed house tonight. It's homecoming. Congratulations to Jocelyn Amador, the homecoming queen, announced prior to the ball game. On 3rd down now, you got 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right. Ball's on the right hash mark. Back to throw, Sloan. Fires it deep, right sideline, man open. Did he catch it? One-handed grab. Caught it at the 35-yard line. A 30-yard gain and a first down. Zachary Smith makes the grab on a 30-yard pass play.
Yeah, and it was just a straight-up route, and Longview's secondary couldn't make the play, and he catches it with one hand. And wow, that was an impressive throw and catch.
For a team that doesn't throw the football, they throw it pretty well.
No kidding.
Now they'll come again with the 2 tight ends in the split backfield. Ball's on the right hash mark, 1 wide receiver. And they'll toss it to the right halfback, and he takes it right up the middle and gets about 7 yards, and the helmet rolls all the way down. I hope it's not a Longview head in it.
Robinson on the carry.
And Robinson will get about 7 on that carry, so a quick hitter and big yardage to the 32-yard line. Check that to the 26. Beg your pardon. Second down and 2. And a handoff again, this time for a first down, as Robinson once again tries that right side, and Marshall's offensive line doing a good job of blowing Longview's defensive line off the ball.
Which is exactly the same thing they did last week against Tyler, is taking the ball and running right at him, and Longview's struggling to stop Marshall's attack right now.
First and 10, 9:48 to go in the first quarter. First possession of the ball game. Marshall has taken the opening kickoff and driven it down to the 21-yard line. Toss sweep, flag goes down. Illegal procedure, the call against the Mavericks.
False start. Offense number 2. The 5-yard penalty remains first down.
So that'll back it up, and again another long yardage situation for Marshall. They don't like getting behind the chains, but it hasn't stopped them so far. They had a similar situation when they were able to pick up that long first down. So now it's first and 15 from the 26. And they'll send 2 wideouts to the left side, a wing to the left, and the lone running back. Quarterback's under center, toss sweep left side, and he's going to try the left side, and he pushes the pile, and he's going nowhere. Stopped at the 25-yard line. Big defensive stand, getting up off the bottom of the pile, number 45 for Longview, and that's Jeremiah Rugley. And along with him, Tadarian Boone. And so they only gained about a yard on the play. It is going to be second down and 14 now from the 22-yard line. Mavericks have had the ball since the opening kickoff. They send 2 wide to the right, far side of the field. They have a wide out to the left. Lone running back, play action. Sloan, pressure, sacked. He goes down, ball comes out. Let's see who comes up with it. Did the Lobos get it? Yes, they did.
The flag on the far side, though.
All right, let's see what that flag is all about. Coming up with the ball for Longview was number 55, Zarius Shepard. But we'll see.
Zarius Shepard on the sack and fumble recovery.
So Zarius also responsible for the sack as well as the fumble recovery. And now let's see what the penalty marker is about. If it's a pre-snap penalty, it's offsides against Longview. Wipe that play out. That's too bad. So that wasted the opportunity and wasted the sack and the turnover.
Oh, that's really a bad penalty right there.
Tough. So instead of Longview first and 10 at about the 28-yard line, it is Marshall second down and 8 from the 19. That's huge. Big penalty, that offsides penalty. Timeout. Marshall will take a 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Gorham McCracken has been in Longview, East Texas area since 1963, and we're here to make sure that we can take care of the people of Longview and East Texas. I have 120 pre-owned vehicles that have gone through a 110-point inspection. So I have used cars, every make and model you need. I have a full-blown service department that can fix any make and model. You bring it into us, we're going to take care of you. You have a choice to go anywhere to buy a vehicle. Give us an opportunity to earn your business here at Gorham McCracken.
8:24 to go in the first quarter. No score between Longview and Marshall. The Lobos had a sack and a turnover. It looked like a fumble recovery, but were called for offsides. That wiped out a big play that would have turned the ball over to the Lobos. Marshall now keeps it, and they're in the red zone now at the 19. After the timeout, Jack Alvarez wanting to talk to his Mavericks. They come out to the line of scrimmage, and they have lone wide receivers on either side, a lone running back, Davis behind the quarterback. He's under center. Now they'll check the sidelines, change the play, back under center. Quarterback is checking the play, and he'll toss it to the right, and there's a flag, and another penalty against Marshall, another illegal procedure. So somebody's moving early for Marshall continually. That's the third illegal procedure penalty they've had in this drive. So they'll mark that ball back to the 24-yard line. And again, Marshall, their own worst enemy right now. They've had what would be drive killers under normal circumstances, but they've managed to overcome them.
Well, they were unbalanced to the right that time, and makes you wonder if there was some confusion because of that.
2nd down and 14 now from the 24, and they'll hand it off on a quick hitter up the middle to the 20-yard line. And that was, again, Davis right up the middle, very quick hitter, and he gets to the 20, and so it's about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 9. This is a big 3rd down for the Lobo defense with 8:07 to go and the clock ticking in the first quarter. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, ball's on the right hash mark, and now Sloan will go into the gun. Snap back to throw, fires it right side, overthrown, intended for his wide receiver, Ja'Cory Smith, incomplete, so now it's 4th down and 9.
They're going to kick a field goal here. That was a little turning route. The ball was poorly thrown. It was thrown over there against Chase Smith for Longview, who had good coverage.
This field goal, they're going to spot it at the 27. It's a 37-yard try for Jesus Haynes.
Jesus James to attempt a field goal.
And we're waiting on the snap back. Ball down, kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 7:39 to go in the first quarter, Marshall on the board first, 3-0 against Longview. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
JCPenney is helping hardworking families across America save even more all Labor Day weekend. That's right, we got you. Celebrate a 4-day super savings weekend with 20% off already great prices. Plus, save an extra 10% across the store. That's extra savings in addition to our huge end of summer deals. Grab your coupon on the JCP app and save all you want. Shopping is back. JCPenney. Coupon required and valid on select styles 9.2 to 9.5. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Earl, there's a new store in Tyler. Dirt Cheap Bass Boats.
Dirt Cheap Bass Boats? Let's go, Pearl.
I'm just yanking your chain. What about that new home you've been promising me?
Too bad there's not a dirt cheap mobile home place.
There is. Dirt Cheap Homes in Tyler.
40 homes in stock.
All their homes are built a short drive from Tyler, so it's cheaper to get them here.
Their competitors weep because their prices are dirt cheap.
DirtCheapHomes.net.
Marshall on the board after taking the opening kickoff and driving to a 37-yard field goal by Jesus Jimenez. And now they try a pooch kick high, and it's gathered in by Longview at the 40-yard line. So nobody fooled there, and the kickoff fair caught by Brendan Reese. Johnny, details of that drive.
Well, it was a 9-play drive. And they get down to the 20-yard line, and the drive stopped right then. And it seems like Marshall, one thing they always have is a kicker, and that's what just happened. And Haynes came in and he kicked the field goal and put Marshall up 3-0.
6 minutes and 20 seconds they had the ball, and they'll hand it off. Longview does to Tatum. Tatum driving to the 49-yard line, and Longview's offense looks like this. They'll have Jordan Allen at quarterback, Elijah Johnson is the fullback, Taylor is the tailback, the line, Tavian Morgan at center, Jacoby Watts and Mongo Williams the guards, Martin Guerrero and Jax Norman are the tackles, Angel Ramos is the tight end, Jalen Hale and DeKalen Reese the wideouts. They've got 3 wideouts and a man in motion to the near side. He sneaks to the right wing, and Allen will roll to his right on 2nd down and 4. Fires at sidelines, caught by Hale at the 31-yard line.
Well, that was a great route. He ran a deep out, and then Allen made a tremendous throw to the sideline. That was an impressive play for Longview.
That's a 20-yard gain from Allen to Hale to the Marshall 32. So Longview with an explosive play right off the bat. Now 1st and 10 for the Lobos in Maverick territory. Double wing. They'll turn, hand off to the tailback. Again, that's Tatum. Tatum up the middle. Tatum gets across the 30 to the 28-yard line. A gain of about 4, and it should be 2nd down and 6.
Making the stop for the Mavericks.
Lobos in their all-green uniforms, green jerseys, green pants, the gold numbers, and of course that classic green headgear. It's green out night as well as homecoming tonight for the Lobos, their first home game of the 2022 season. Marshall in all white with red stripes on the shoulders, red stripes on the pants. Pressure on Allen as he throws a screen pass out to Tatum. Tatum gets out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards, and it's going to be good for a 1st down for Longview.
It's taken out of bounds by Logan Presley.
And the Lobos with another 1st down at 6:16 to go in the first quarter. They trail 3-0, but they're on the move. This time they'll have the I formation. Allen under center, man in motion to the left side. Now they'll turn, hand off to the tailback Tatum. He's hitting the backfield, and he goes down right there, and it's the linebacker, Quinn Hawkins, who hit him back there for a loss of 2 on the play. Defensively, the defensive line in the nose, Trey Adams. The tackles, Joseph Bracey and Carson Combs on the edge. Jacobian McCoy is a star, and Jordan Williams on the other side. The corners, Kiki Williams and Delan Shaw. And then the safeties, Logan Presley and Andrew Pack. The linebackers, Quinn Hawkins, Jabari Stancall. 2nd down and 12 now for the Lobos after the loss on the play. Heading out far left will be DeKalen Reese. Hales lined up as the flanker on the right. Allen back to throw. Time now, he's going to pull it down and run, and he's got room to run to the 15 and out of bounds. And Jordan Allen picks up 7. Had a lot of green in front of him on the left side when he got flushed out of the pocket. And so it's 3rd down and 4.
He was looking for Hale up the field, and then he just saw that there was coverage and goes over the left side. It's something he's pretty good at doing, is he can pick out a time to run it, and he's a big guy if he gets in there, and most of the time he has great yardage, and that happened then.
He made a couple of key runs last week against Boyd in McKinney. 3rd down now and 4. Turn, play action, bootleg, right side. Allen throws it complete to the 15, to the 10, 5, and he's down at the 3-yard line. Elijah Johnson out of the backfield at fullback with the grab to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's going to be a 1st and goal Longview.
They ran Hale off deep and then dropped him underneath, and he was wide open, made the catch, and a big play for them. So they used Hale as a decoy on that play.
Now they're in the eye with the quarterback under center. Turn, hand off to the tailback. Tatum in for the touchdown. Lobo Nation on their feet. Tatum's 2-yard touchdown run. A 57-yard drive for the score. And just like that, the Lobos have answered that field goal drive by Marshall with a touchdown drive of their own. Michael Fields will try the extra point. Snap back, Tutt pulls it down, kick is up, and it's good. And with 4:45 to go in the first quarter now, Longview on top, 7-3 over Marshall. You are listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Bitches RV is a bit new around here, so we have questions. What exactly is bigger in Texas? Is it really everything, or is it just high school football? We can't wait to see for ourselves every Friday night with our Longview Lobos family. Bitches is built on family and fun and lifelong memories. Sounds like football in Texas, right? So we got your back every pregame, tailgate, postgame, after party, and everything in between. Go Lobos! Bitches RV, where memories begin.
Sophie's Car Wash, a longtime sponsor of Longview Lobo football. Now with their 3rd location in Lakeport, plus the original on Highway 80 and their self-serve location on Wall Street in Longview. For savings and convenience, get a monthly pass good at the Highway 80 location or in Lakeport.
Sophie's is a place to be.
Once again, Sophie's Car Wash is proud to support Longview Lobo football. Go Lobos!
Fields kicks it off after the touchdown run of 2 yards by Taylor Tatum. It could have gone out of bounds, but the return man decided to touch it before it went out of bounds for Marshall. So Marshall's going to end up with the football back at their own 7-yard line. And a massive mistake back there by your return man for Marshall.
Yeah, that's something you just can't do. Is he just reached over and the ball was headed out of bounds and he touches it, and now they start with terrible field position.
Longview defense on the front, Billy Smith, Omarion Watkins, and Jordan Wright on the front as the defensive line. Jaden Simmons, Jakeevan Curry, the corners. Jeremiah Rugley, Caden Brooks, Tadarian Boone, Chase Smith are the linebackers. The safeties, Willie Nelson and Dadrian Garrett. And a handoff to the right side. Again, a good push by Marshall to get it across the 10. And I believe that was Davis on the carry, and they'll get it out to the 12-yard line. So another 5-yard gain. I'll tell you, Marshall does a really good job of those 5-yard gains.
Yeah, they can move the football, can run the football. They know what they're trying to do, and that was a nice run after the mistake on the kickoff.
2 wideouts to the short side of the field. They'll make a quick handoff, bouncing it outside and going nowhere is Davis, and it's Willie Nelson in on the tackle as they tried to get to the edge, and there was no chance they were going to go laterally against this Longview defense, which is super, super fast.
Yeah, Willie Nelson, you're not going to duck in and then try to get out around him as he's just too speedy.
A loss on the play, actually, of about 2 yards back to the 10. 3:39 to go in the first quarter, and now here comes Marshall in the gun with running backs on either side of Sloan, the quarterback. And Sloan straight back to throw, sets up a screen, and the receiver, it comes out, and it's recovered. It looks like it's going to be Longview's ball. Ball was overthrown, and a catch. Yes, it is Longview's ball. Ja'Cory Smith had to go up high to try to catch it. As he caught it, it came out, and it was
Buda Garrett.
Buda Garrett, number 10, that came up with the ball. And so Longview, with a huge turnover, will take over 1st and 10 at their Marshall 10-yard line, 11-yard line actually, after the fumble recovery. And here come the Lobos, 1st and 10 with a chance to add to their 7-3 lead. Split backfield in the gun. They'll hand it off. It's Tatum. Tatum up the middle for about 3 yards to the 9. 2nd down with 3:04 to play in the first quarter. First big turnover of the night in favor of the Lobos. Now Longview comes up to the line of scrimmage. This time Allen under center, fullback just a yard behind him. And they'll hand it off to that fullback, and that's going to be Elijah Johnson, and Johnson gets stuffed. Yeah. The middle of the Marshall defense having none of it right there. Trey Adams, Quinn Hawkins in on the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and about 6. And the ball back at the 8-yard line. You don't want to waste this opportunity. You sure want to get 7 out of this after a short field.
This is a spot where you might expect them to try to focus in on Jalen Hale if they throw the ball.
Allen's in the gun. Hale comes in motion to the right side. He's in the slot now, and Allen's looking for him in the end zone. He's double covered. The ball is overthrown.
Yeah, they broke the route up as he went in motion. Then he went to the sideline, and they had pretty good coverage. And when he tried to turn up, they made contact, and Hale couldn't get out into the route at that point.
So Let's see what John King decides to do. I'm assuming they're sending out the kicker. Yes, Michael Fields. They're going to spot the ball at the 14-yard line. It's going to be a 24-yard field goal.
Michael Fields will attempt the field goal.
Tutt is the holder. Snap is back. Kick is down. It's up. And it's good. Let the horn blow. Lobos lead it now, 10-7 with 1:55 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Injuries aren't planned, and here at Longview Orthopedic, we're going to work together with patients to try to attain the best outcome possible for them. We have the ability to treat all injuries for all patients and athletes of all ages. One thing I want patients to understand is that, I've been in their situation. I played football at Texas A&M University, played offensive line, I was a guard, and being an athlete, suffering injuries, and having that passion to get back on the field gave me a really good perspective on the other side of the line as a treating physician now here at the Longview Orthopedic Clinic.
Start checking at Telco Plus Credit Union to be a winner. Their checking accounts are awesome. Direct deposit is paid 2 days early. Bill pay is free. Overdraft or no overdraft options. And they set you up to win a free app, low balance alerts, and budget software. They have discounts for students and seniors. Open a checking account today with your hometown credit union, Telco Plus, to save and earn more. Federal insured by the NCUA. Checking approval and membership qualifications apply. Visit telcoplus.org for details and restrictions.
Fields kickoff following the 24-yard field goal taken at the 10-yard line. Broken out to the 20, 25, and out of bounds at the 29-yard line. That kick return taken by number 4, J.Q. Davis. And Marshall will take over 1st and 10.
Jacoby Granville making the tackle.
That last drive, or last series, was disappointing for Longview as they got the turnover started on the 11-yard line and couldn't get it in the end zone and had to settle for the field goal.
Really would like to get 7 out of something like that. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover, Longview Kilgore Cable, First Choice Personnel, Bish RV, Soapy's Car Wash, Telco Plus Credit Union, Longview Orthopedics, the Bug Police, Krista's Good Shepherd Medical Center, Flood Out Restoration, and McDaniel's Quality Body Works. 1st and 10, Marshall. They'll hand it off quick. Davis, right side, no running room, gains 1 yard on the play.
Davis on the carry.
Longview defense toughening up on that run as the ball's out to the 30-yard line.
Adrian Garrett making the stop.
Garrett on the tackle with 1:27 to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9. This time they'll send 2 wideouts to the left, a lone back. Sloan tosses it right side to Davis. Davis wrapped up and thrown down out there. It's a great defensive play on the edge. I'm checking the number.
Chase Smith was the tackle.
Chase Smith, linebacker.
Smith on the stop.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Lobo defense toughening up now and making it a little tougher on the run for Marshall now. 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. They'll send 3 wideouts to the left side. This shows you all the weird formations and the wild formations that Jack Alvarez will give. Quarterback's under center. He's got a tailback. And quick pass. Oh, he's blitzed and blown up back there. That is a big-time tackle by number 48 for Longview. That is Laquayn Jackson, who shot through the gap and knocked Sloan on his backside.
Yeah, that's straight up the middle, and he just comes in unblocked.
That dropped him back to the 25-yard line, a 6-yard loss. And just like that, 3 and out, and Marshall has to punt the football. Big defensive series. Longview making some adjustments to that wing T offense. They're just going to let the clock run out. That is the end of the first quarter. After 1, Longview 10, Marshall 3. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Hey there, I'm Pearl for Dirt Cheap Mobile Homes in Tyler. Our family's growing. My daughter Cheryl, the twins Merle and Burl, and my husband Earl, who's very frugal.
When is Taco Tuesday going to fall on Thanksgiving? The big family meal would be a lot cheaper. 40 homes in stock. 10 top factories like Clayton and Schultz. Lots of pictures on the interweb. Save a heap at dirtcheaphomes.net.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. Experience fun and freedom with the legendary Jeep line at Peters, built with you in mind and ready for adventure. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve your next new Jeep with the options you want. Peters Jeep in Longview.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Marshall starts the second quarter with a 4th and 14, and they're going to punt the football, and it's going to be Quinn Hawkins. Line of scrimmage is the 25-yard line. And the punter's lined up back at his own 11. It's a low snap. He picks it up off the ground, left-footed. It's an end-over-end kick. It goes back, and it's taken by Nelson at the 45. Tries to get to the edge. Good open field tackle at the 43-yard line, and only about a 3-yard kickoff, punt return by Willie Nelson. Good downfield coverage by Marshall. And so the Lobos will take over in the second quarter. They'll start this drive with 11:46 to go in the half, and they'll be at their own 43-yard line. They lead at 10-7. They got a touchdown from Taylor Tatum, 2-yard touchdown run. And then they added, following a fumble recovery, a Michael Fields 24-yard field goal to take that 10-0 lead. Lobos will send 3 wideouts. They've got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And they have a running back as Allen is in the gun. He'll play action, fires it right side. It's caught and dropped. Hale couldn't hang on to it. Good coverage out there by number 6 for Marshall. That's Jacovian McCoy, the linebacker that we talked about. He is a star on this defense.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive play, and Hale got his hands on it, but he stripped him of the ball. So,
second down and 10, Longview. They'll send 2 wide to the left side this time. Hale's in the slot. I formation, Allen under center, turns, play action, rolls to his left, throws it, left sideline, it's caught, and he's going to be tackled at the 45-yard line in Marshall territory to Kalen Reese, the receiver on that side, and that's going to be a 12-yard gain and a first down for Longview.
That's a good route over here on this side by Reese. It's a little bit underneath the secondary. It was a good throw by Jordan Allen.
First and 10 Lobos, 11:15 to go in the first half. They lead it 10-3. Split backfield, Allen in the gun. He'll hand it off to Tatum. Up the middle, gets a little bit of running room. Ball comes out, fumble. It's recovered by Marshall.
Man.
He had a big hole, had a nice run, couldn't hang on to it. It was recovered, I believe, by number 17 for Marshall, D.K. Shaw. And it just spit out. They did a good job of stripping it, and he couldn't hang on to it. So Lobos turn it over now. Turnovers even at 1 apiece. And Marshall will take over with 11:04 to go in the first half. They'll be at their own 34-yard line. And Sloan goes back to throw. Has time, deep ball. It's hung up, it's picked off. Picked off at the 35. It's Willie Nelson to the 50. Nelson breaks a tackle to the 45. Nelson's still on his feet. It's a scrum now, and he's finally brought down rugby style by Marshall after returning it to the 45-yard line in Marshall territory.
They tried to go deep on this side. Willie Nelson, who's playing safety this year, you just can't throw the ball up like that and don't think he's not going to be able to get there. Had 8 interceptions last year, and that was the first this year for him, and that was a great one. Big play.
And great field position for Longview as they start with 10:46 to go in the first half. And they'll be in Marshall territory at the 44-yard line. Short field for the Lobos. And here they come. They'll be in the I formation with the fullback right behind Allen under center. Turn. Penalty marker down. Whistle blows pre-snap. And let's see what that's about. Illegal procedure. False start against Longview. Back it up 5 yards.
I don't think Coach King is going to be happy with some of these penalties that Longview are making here in this first half.
5-yarders will make you greater than he is. They'll back it up to the 49-yard line, and it will be 1st and 15. Lobo football, they lead it 10-3 over Marshall. 112th meeting in that I formation again. They'll turn, play action. Allen looking to throw it back to the left side. Man open, Tatum couldn't. Oh, he caught it! He caught it! There was perfect coverage on him. Jacobian McCoy was all over him. The ball looked like it was going to pop out, but when Tatum hit the ground, he was able to hang on to the football and keep it for possession all the way down to the 21-yard line. It is a 29-yard gain and a 1st down Lobos.
And Taylor Tatum, that was just a fantastic catch, too, as he was well covered.
1st and 10 Lobos. Handoff up the middle. Elijah Johnson to the 15-yard line, where he stopped with 10:06 to go in the first half. 2nd down and 5. Tatum with a spectacular catch. I don't know how he held on to that football.
He just gives you something that most backs in high school don't. Is he can run ball. He's a great runner, but he also could be a receiver if they needed him to, and that just showed just how good a receiver he is.
He's a deep threat, too, from a running back position. 2nd and 5 now. They'll turn, hand it off to Tatum. Tatum tries the right side, bounces outside. 5, toward, touchdown. Taylor Tatum. 16-yard touchdown run by Taylor Tatum. It was his drive.
He made 2 great plays in that one. The reception, and at that time it was an outstanding run from 15 yards out.
A Taylor Tatum kind of drive. A spectacular catch to get him down around the 20-yard line. And then from the 16, he bounced it outside. It looked almost exactly like the run last week, as the extra point by Michael Fields is good. And the score now, Longview 17, Marshall 3 with 9:29 to go in the first half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Not all damage is preventable.
Oh no, the squid monster's attacking our ship! We're going down!
But it is forgivable.
There's a waterfall coming down the stairs!
And fixable.
Flood Out Restoration specializes in residential and commercial water and fire damage restoration. Our services include fast action disaster recovery from fires, water extraction, and structural drying and mold remediation. We coordinate with your insurance company to reduce stress and restore your property quickly to get you back on your feet. FloodOutRestoration.com.
Unit 1, move out. Roger. Unit 2, move out.
10-4.
Unit 3, move out.
Got it.
Remember, men, your mission is to find every nook and cranny the enemy can use to infiltrate this premises. Then it will be your duty to neutralize the invaders with extreme prejudice.
Copy that.
Roger.
Moving out. Don't let the pests take over your home. Shut down the operation today. Call the Bug Police to patrol your property at 553-9003 or visit them online at thebugpolice.com. The Bug Police. They shoot to kill and aim to please.
A Willie Nelson interception leads to a 44-yard Longview drive. Tatum from 16 yards out. The kickoff is a pooch kick. It's open, it's loose. Longview may come up with it. Let's see if they get the onside kick. They tried one of those short kickoffs like Marshall did. It didn't work out for Marshall, but I think Longview's going to come up with the football here. They do! Lobos have it. With a pooch kick that bounced all over the field. I don't know who came up with the football, but whoever it was. Here, let's see the replay, and we'll try to see who came down with it. But they never got a handle on it, and it looks like, was it 26? I think it was. No, I don't have a 26. It couldn't be that. But whatever it is, Lobos have it. 1st and 10 at the 32 of Marshall. And Jordan Allen back to throw, deep ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Longview. Touchdown to Kalen Reese.
Now, what a catch by him as he's in the end zone, is thrown high. He jumps up, they cut his feet, he kind of does a flip and ends up with the ball.
What a throw and catch, and I mean, Reese went up for it, got his legs cut out from under him by the defensive back, but fell in right on the goal line for the score and held on to the football. Great play by the Longview Lobos wide receiver, and Fields comes in now for the extra point, kicks it up, and it's good. And with 9:15 to play in the first half, Longview now with a 24-3 lead over Marshall. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Whoa, time out.
This timeout brought to you by First Choice Personnel. For all your hiring needs, more Lobo football coming up.
And for the win, name something that is hard to find.
Your keys, 4-leaf clover, needle in a haystack, true love.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is a job. Better luck next time.
Don't trust luck. Trust First Choice Personnel. For years, First Choice has been delivering hard-to-find talent, even in highly competitive sectors. First Choice Personnel will be the only choice you need. FirstChoicePersonnel.net.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
On the kickoff following the Longview touchdown, Robinson comes out to the 10, and he's buried right there at about the 12-yard line. Great downfield coverage by the Longview kickoff team. Longview Lobos cashing in on an onside kick after a touchdown, and then right after that, Jordan Allen throws a 34-yard touchdown pass to Jacalen Reese to make it 24-3 with 9:15 to go in the first half. Now Longview's dominating this thing.
Yeah, and that was a phenomenal catch by Jacalen Reese.
Marshall starting at their 12, and a handoff, and this time nowhere to run. Good defense by the Longview nose tackle and defensive end. He got in there to get him. That's 99, and that is big number 99, Billy Smith, the defensive end, who shot through there to bring the running back Davis down for a loss of 3 back to the 10-yard line.
Billy Smith is probably Longview's best defensive lineman. He started last year. He's big and he's fast and he's good.
He showed it there. 2nd down and 13 at the 10-yard line. They'll hand it off on an end around, and it was Smith, Ja'Cory Smith, who took that wide receiver sweep and took it out to the 15-yard line. This second quarter brought to you by Longview Kilgore Cable TV, the first to offer gig speeds to all the Longview area. Find them at cablelinks.com/getgignow. 2nd down and about 8. Now check that, 3rd down and 8.
Again, that shows you speed of Willie Nelson at last play. They're running a sweep. He comes all the way from his safety position and knocks him down on the sideline with a 2-yard gain. I mean, he's a tremendous player.
Marshall now with that 3rd down, 2 wideouts to the right side. They'll throw a quick screen out to the right side. It's caught. 1 tackle slipped, and then the rest of the Longview defense comes roaring in to knock down Ja'Cory Smith for little or no gain on the play. Nelson was leading that pack out to the 20-yard line, so they got about 4 on the play, but they're going to be well short of the first down, and it's a punting situation with 4th down and 4 at their own 20-yard line. But we'll see what they do. They're leaving the offense in on 4th down. This is a big, big gamble here. Lone running back, 2 wideouts, 1 on either side. Now they check the sidelines. I'll be interested to see if Alvarez calls timeout. Quarterback drops back just a little bit. They may just short formation punt it. They do. There's a flag. And it's a short punt. Terrible punt, really. Goes out of bounds because it was basically the kick made by their tailback, Brown. Check that, Davis. And there's a flag on the play back at the 17-yard line. That was ugly. Illegal formation. That may be why. They were doing all kinds of moving around trying to get Longview to jump or keep them from having somebody back there. But whatever the case, Lobos get the football.
I think, sometimes in practice you think some of this stuff's a good idea, but when you play a team like Longview, to coin an old phrase, they didn't fall off the turnip truck. So they are going to be ready for that kind of stuff, and tonight it's really hurt Marshall trying to do something.
It's killed them because you don't want to give the Lobos the ball in your own territory at the 31, and that's where Longview is, 1st and 10 with 6:44 to play in the half. Tatum up the middle gets met. He gets struck, and he goes down right there. No way, no running room. Quinn Hawkins in the middle. Jordan Williams helping out. And no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Want to remind you, coming up at halftime, we've got a special treat. We're going to talk to the UIL athletic director, Dr. Susan Elza, who is here visiting Longview for the very first time. So on 2nd down and 10, Allen pumps, drops back, fires underneath. It's caught at the 15, down at the 12-yard line. The catch made by number 81, Jamerson Derensburg.
Jordan Allen's pass.
I think that's Derensburg's first catch of the year.
I believe you're right. And it's to the 12-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 20 yards on a clearing route just underneath. An easy throw and a good catch and run by Derensburg. And it's 1st and 10, Longview. They'll be at their 12-yard line of Marshall. Play action, fade to the left side. Ball goes up. It's off the hands of Hale. He was covered out there very closely. It was going to be a 50-50 ball, and that time it bounced to the ground, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. 5:40 to play. Also, we hope to hear from Harlan the Sports Guy and Pigskin Bob with a preview of the Friday night scoreboard show. Matt, our producer, told us he thought he saw a sign that said, let's see, I'm looking at it, I hate Harlan and Pigskin Bob. Is it? Okay. Good. Cool. Creative. Bootleg, rolling left. Allen catches his man. That's Hale into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, Tatum caught it coming out of the backfield. Taylor Tatum and a touchdown, his 2nd one of the night. And Longview got to blow this thing open.
I got to tell you, when you got Taylor Tatum in your backfield, somebody needs to guard him if he comes out. And Marshall just had nobody in the area, and he just walks in for the score.
And with 5:31 to go here in the first half, Fields wants to try the extra point that would make it 31-3. It's up, and it's good. And the Lobos are blowing this thing wide open. 31-3, 5:31 to play first half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Dan Story has been named to the top 10 nursing home lawyers in the state of Texas. Many East Texans have questions about the care of their loved ones in a nursing home. They just don't know who to ask. If you suspect your loved one has been abused in a nursing home, unexplained falls and bruises, malnutrition and bed sores, call for a free consultation. 903-CALL-DAN. As a community, it's important to look out and protect our elderly population. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN.
Fields kickoff taken at the 5-yard line. They'll bring it out to the 18, and that's where their return man, number 11, Bird Robinson, is going to be dropped. And Marshall will take over trailing 31-3 after jumping out to a 3-0 lead. It has been all Longview ever since. By the way, the Longview Orthopedic Clinic Association Star Athlete of the Week, Jalen Scroggins from Pine Tree High School, a volleyball, basketball, and track star. Luke Ward from Tenaha plays football, basketball, tennis, and golf. Pine Tree partnered with Luis Castanon Holmes. Tenaha partnered with First National Bank of Hughes Springs. Once again, the Longview Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. 1st and 10, Marshall. Sloan back to throw. Throws it up for grabs. It's caught and dropped. It was in the hands of Gavin Pilarowski. He had to wait on the ball, had to go down and drop back to try to catch it. It was just too tough a catch, and it's incomplete.
Pass is broken up by DeAndre.
And so it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Marshall now, when you're running the kind of offense that Marshall runs, you need to be within 3 points of that lead, or you're going to be in a hard way trying to play catch-up.
Yeah, they're going to be forced to throw the football now.
They've sent 3 wideouts, 2 to the near short side of the field. They'll hand it off up the middle, and he'll get to the 24, 25-yard line. Getting up off of the bottom of the pile, Brandavian Everson.
Davis on the carry.
And Davis was the running back who got it out to the
Jordan
24.
Wright making the tackle for the Lobos.
4:56 to play in the first half. Been a quick one. And, man, it has been raining Longview Lobos points ever since mid-first quarter. 3rd down and 6. And they'll toss sweep to the right side. And he gets to the edge. He crosses the 30. And he'll get to about the 33-yard line. Does J.Q. Davis. And that'll move the chains. One of the few positive things that's happened for Marshall since they kicked their field goal to take the 3-0 lead. Ball's out to the 33-yard line now. And again, they'll hand it off this time on a counter and up the middle to the 40-yard line. I believe that's going to be Robinson who took it, lined up in the wing, and he will move it out to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down and 3, so they're sticking with their offense.
Willie Nelson
In motion now, Ja'Cory Smith, and a flag goes down again. And is this going to be another illegal procedure penalty?
Yeah,
yes, it is. Boy, that's what, 5?
It's a lot.
Jack Alvarez has got to be pulling his hair out on the far side over there. They've had a lot of 5-yard penalties, drive killers. 2nd down and 8 now from the 35-yard line after the 5-yard penalty. 2 tight ends, wing to the left, and a split backfield. And they'll hand it off. And right up the middle and spinning and balling his way across to about the 43-yard line is J.Q. Davis. And now things are getting just a little bit chippy as we see a little extracurricular activity after the whistle. But J.Q. Davis is a good running back, and he made something out of nothing there and got it out to within a yard of the first down, out to the 43. 8-yard gain on the play. Now they'll hand it off, and Davis again up the middle, and Davis gets across midfield for a 1st down. Moving the chains again for Marshall with 3:12 to go here in the first half.
He has 41 rushing yards in this first half, so he's kind of been the bulk of their whole offense.
He had 153 yards and 3 touchdowns last week against Tyler High School in a big win over the Lions at Marshall. 1st and 10 from midfield. Lobos lead at 31-3. Quick pass, a fade, deep ball, left sideline overthrown. There was no chance that Ja'Cory Smith was going to catch that ball over everybody's head. 2nd down and 10. 2:46 to go in the first half. 31-3 Longview. Up on Marshall. Ball's on the left hash mark. And here come the Mavericks. 2 wide receivers, a lone running back behind Sloan. He runs a draw. And again, it's Davis dancing and getting about 6 on the carry across the 45 to around the 44-yard line. And J.Q. Davis is making a real name for himself in this game today, doing a good job. And the Lobo defense on the right side wraps him up before he gets too much further down. Willie Nelson making the tackle.
46 yards on 13 carries for him.
From the 44 now in Longview territory, split backfield, play action. Sloan drops back. He'll throw it into the right flat. It's Davis, and he is blasted out there. Oh, my goodness. Number 4, Tadarian Boone laid the wood to him. And short of the first down, stopped him 1 yard short at the 41-yard line. I suspect Alvarez and Marshall will go for it. But, man, what a hit.
Boone is a 3-year starter and a great player for Longview.
And here comes the officials, and Longview wants to call a timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Did you know that you can make your current home your perfect home with an ECU home equity loan? Need another room? Want to remodel the kitchen or just need repairs? Whatever your situation, we've got a loan for that. Whether you have a lot of equity in your home or just a little, Eastman Credit Union has a home equity loan option that's right for you. Visit ecu.org/home equity to learn more or apply today. ECU is an equal housing opportunity lender.
1:41 to go in the first half. Lobos trailed 3-0 midway through the first quarter and then ran off 31 unanswered. And it has just been, the roof is caved in on the Mavericks at this point. Taylor Tatum's had a fantastic game, making ridiculous catches and running the football as well. And it's 4th and 2 now. Marshall has the ball at the Longview 42-yard line, trying to stay in this game. Sloan under center. Collier Sloan, the quarterback. He checks the sidelines. Now he's changing the play. They move the running backs. And now he'll turn and toss it. Davis fighting. He'll get that first down, but not much more. He got 2 yards, and that's all he needed. And move the chains. Marshall gets the first. 1:35 to play in the first half. Longview up 31-3. Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn at Lobo Stadium for the 2022 home opener and the renewal of one of the oldest rivalries, if not the oldest, in Texas. Man in motion, play action fake. Ball goes out to the back, wide open, and it's overthrown. Davis got loose in the left flat. They play action faked to him, and then he just broke out to the left flat, and Sloan hung that ball up and threw it about 10 feet over his head.
United States Marines.
Makes a good throw there. That was a potential touchdown for them.
That's the same play they scored on last week against Tyler. Tyler didn't cover it, and Davis came out of the backfield, and they took it in for about 37 yards in the score.
Download the app to share scores, photos, and videos.
2nd down and 10, wing right, split backfield. Sloan hands off to Davis. Davis up the middle, and it's a scrum, and nobody's getting through that Longview defense.
The conclusion of tonight's game.
Getting up off of the bottom of the pile is number 3 for Longview, Chase Smith. 3rd down and 10 from the 40. Split backfield now again. Sloan will step back, check the sidelines for a call. Now he changes the play at the line of scrimmage. 7 seconds left on the play clock. Sloan back to throw. Again, deep ball right side, going up to get it and incomplete. And a fight for the football, and Ja'Cory Smith couldn't come down with it. He's covered out there by Tadarian Boone.
Again, that's just a clear case of the speed of Longview. That's Buda Garrett that knocked it down. But you just can't throw those little passes like that and think their safeties are not going to get there. And they've tried that 2 or 3 times and it hasn't worked yet.
And now they're faced with a 4th down and 10 with 27.9 seconds left in this first half. And they're down 31-3 and trying desperately to stay in this game. 2 wideouts go to the far side of the field, left side. And a flag. Timeout call by Jack Alvarez. We'll take it with him. 30 seconds. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
September 3rd is Bacon Day. September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr, matey. September 25th is Comic Book Day. But any day is a good day to save big on crazy fast internet and unlimited data. Get Cable Links broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data together for under $25 per month. We make it easy to switch. Plus, everything wireless in your home connects best with true broadband speeds and no buffering. There's no credit check, no money up front, and no deposit. Save big on your internet every day. Get Cable Links broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data under $25 per month.
Don't miss out. Ask how to qualify for free or discounted internet service. Email support at cablelinks.com or call 800-903-0508. Some restrictions will apply. Many factors affect speed.
27 seconds left in the first half. Longview leads at 31-3 over Marshall. Marshall has the ball at the Longview 40-yard line, 4th and 10. Sloan in the gun, back to throw, pressure, fires it, intercepted and going at the 40, at the 45, and down at the 47-yard line is Tadarian Boone, who picked it off.
Tadarian Boone with the pick.
Second play in a row where he made a big play, and this time he intercepts it.
Marshall has no answers for this Longview defense right now.
They got a lot of good players and a lot of speed, and they've been playing together, some of them, for 3 years, and it shows.
Second turnover of the ball game, and then you add in the pooch kick that Longview recovered. You could call that 3 turnovers, and Lobos on top. And Dr. Susan Elza in the press box with us. We're going to be talking with her at halftime, the athletic director for the UIL. Jordan Allen scrambling on 1st and 10, goes down at the 45-yard line. He'll lose 2. That may be the last play of this first half. As the clock ticks down, I don't believe John King's going to try to run anything else. An impressive first half by the Longview Lobos. And they go into the locker room in this 112th meeting, leading it by a score of 31-3 over the Marshall Mavericks. We're going to come back. We'll talk to Dr. Susan Elza as we begin the Eastman Credit Union halftime show. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Bitches RV is a bit new around here, so we have questions. What exactly is bigger in Texas? Is it really everything, or is it just high school football? We can't wait to see for ourselves every Friday night with our Longview Lobos family. Bitches is built on family and fun and lifelong memories. Sounds like football in Texas, right? So we got your back every pregame, tailgate, postgame, after party, and everything in between. Go Lobos! Bitches RV, where memories begin.
Now there are even more reasons to switch to Verizon, the network America relies on.
For real?
Yep, for real. Turn in your old phone and get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 free with select 5G unlimited plans.
Definitely switching.
Totally. Everybody's switching to the network America relies on. Verizon. 5G ultra wideband available in select areas. $999.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with Corded. Less $800 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions apply.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. The Ram truck lineup at Peters Ram is designed to go further and experience more. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve the Ram truck that's right for you with the options you want. Peters Ram in Longview.
Start checking at Telco Plus Credit Union to be a winner. Their checking accounts are awesome. Direct deposit is paid 2 days early. Bill pay is free. Overdraft or no overdraft options. And they set you up to win a free app, low balance alerts, and budget software. They have discounts for students and seniors. Open a checking account today with your hometown credit union, Telco Plus, to save and earn more. Federal insured by the NCUA. Checking approval and membership qualifications apply. Visit telcoplus.org for details and restrictions.
Do you know any experienced health professionals? If so, the team at Christus Good Shepherd would love to meet them. Call us today at 833-315-GOOD and you could receive $1,500 for the referral. We need associates in surgery, lab, imaging, nursing, respiratory, and therapy. At Christus, we value what each individual brings to our mission and aim to create a culture where quality of work and quality of life live harmoniously. It's a win-win. Call today, 833-315-4663.
Go all the way back to the beginning when God created football. Football! Let's go!
Welcome to the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
Halftime at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston. And the Lobos leading it by a score of 31-3 at halftime. It's green out, it's homecoming, it's the 112th meeting, and we are delighted and honored to welcome a special guest tonight, the athletic director for the University Interscholastic League, Dr. Susan Elza. Dr. Elza, thanks very much for coming on.
Oh, man, this is awesome. I mean, it's the first time to Lobo Stadium, so y'all are putting on a great big show.
Well, I was going to ask if this has been the first time you visited. What do you think?
Yes, I mean, it's just incredible, just this environment. I mean, when you coming in the door, I got here pretty early, and as the fans were arriving, and it's just I almost can't put it into words what it feels like to watch those Lobo fans file in, and the Marshall fans as well. I mean, it gives me goosebumps. I mean, they are devoted and loyal fans, and you just feel that atmosphere when you come inside here. It's awesome.
Well, we're glad you're here for the show tonight. Do want to ask you a few questions. I know wherever you go, whatever region you go to, everybody's probably hitting you up immediately saying, hey, you guys overlook us, you're favoring this particular region over that one.
Sure.
So how do you deal with that? I'm sure you're going to hear that from people in East Texas like you do anywhere.
Well, Coach King told me that. Why do you think I'm here? I mean, I just want to go and see good football. I love the history of Texas high school football, and obviously Longview Lobos and Marshall with this 112th meeting. And, you're not playing favorites. You're just wanting to go and be a part of the history and enjoy just watching these kids' hard work on display. And, I mean, that's what we're seeing tonight. It's awesome.
Dr. Susan Elza with us, the UIL athletic director. Give me your job description. What all do you have to do?
I just got asked that earlier. We have the rules that make up the sports. I mean, and it basically we do a lot of compliance, and that's what makes us unpopular. Because we try to keep a very level playing field. I think our state of Texas, we not only have the best sports and the best football in the nation. We've got a tremendous rule structure. That rules are hard because when they're broken, people are like, wait a minute, you didn't make that rule very well, right? But I think that's what gives that level playing field, and that's primarily what we do on a daily basis, and get prepared for these teams that are working so hard to be at that culminating event, that state championship. And Lobo make number one. Long season ahead. I don't want to jinx anybody, but this is what it's all about, and we're ready to host those teams when that time comes.
Well, when that happens, I want to have you back in the press box
there you go.
around Christmas week or so.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be great. one of the things you described to me at an event earlier today was the craziness that goes around realignment. You don't have to deal with that this year, but that sounds like that's just an insane process.
It's stressful.
I can imagine.
You know, we have a team, a staff of about 4 that's about all that ever sees the alignment, especially, as we're preparing it. We bring in other, especially our athletic staff, but it is just as secret as everybody says it is. And, our state fluctuates so much, and you have people, that grow and people that get smaller. And so all of a sudden you've got all these brand new pins on the 6A map, or you've got all these brand new pins on the 5AD1 and the 5AD2 and the 4A. And it's just complex. And what you do, you really, when we're doing those maps, people don't realize this. We don't have any names of schools on there. All you're doing is dropping pins and making districts based on where your cuts were. And we don't even, when we do the cuts, we don't look to see, what school was in, and, we just cut it. And then, of course, right before we release it, we're looking at it because that's what goes public. So it's an interesting process that is, very, very confidential, as secret as everybody's always said it is. And it's tough. There are tough decisions that are made in that, and you're going to become, very unpopular very quickly as soon as it's announced.
You signed up for the job, right?
Yeah, that's what you signed up for. It's part of it. You learn to love the boo, right?
So do you travel every weekend, going everywhere to a football game?
There's so many around the Austin area. That's where we're located out of, from every conference, 1A to 6A. And I try to go to a different game every week. I try to go to a different conference. I was actually at y'all's game for a little while last week. So coming to seeing y'all 2 weeks in a row is kind of rare.
I love that.
I love going to the 6-man games. That's just such a different atmosphere. I'm going to one of those right there at the end of September. I've already picked my game. I don't know what game I'm going to next week, but and a lot of times, I think I shared this with you earlier. I'm not telling them I'm coming. I don't want people, I wanted Coach King to know I was coming. It was important to me when I made that commitment to him last December that I would come. But I'm not there to, be the UIL athletic director. I'm just there to watch good football and enjoy what this state has to offer. And it has to offer look at this halftime show right now and all these things, these talented kids and these beautiful stadiums and all these traditions. It's awesome. It's so, it humbles you to be a part of it.
Fantastic. One last question, and I'll let you go. In pregame, Coach King had high praise. He has a tremendous amount of respect for you. Just want to talk about your relationship with him.
Oh, I love that dude. I love coaches that coach kids hard and have the support of the parents. And he coaches kids hard because he wants them to be the very best they can. That's your job, is to make kids better, and he takes that very seriously. And he not only produces a great football team and a great football program that Longview's so proud of, he produces incredible men. Today, one of the coaches he had kind of helped show me around, and he was telling me that there's 8 former players on his staff. I can't. Wow. I don't know that y'all understand how meaningful that is. That they come back, they want to. I'd like to play for him. He's that guy that makes you want to run through a wall. He does everything the right way, and he's uniquely him. And I'm proud that he's a football coach in the state of Texas.
Fantastic. Dr. Elza, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for coming on the radio with us tonight. We're really pleased and proud to have you here.
Thank you.
So have a great time. Enjoy the second half and enjoy East Texas.
Yeah, hey, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much. Dr. Susan Elza, the UIL Athletic Director. We're going to take a timeout. This is Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Did you know that you can make your current home your perfect home with an ECU home equity loan? Need another room? Want to remodel the kitchen or just need repairs? Whatever your situation, we've got a loan for that. Whether you have a lot of equity in your home or just a little, Eastman Credit Union has a home equity loan option that's right for you. Visit ecu.org/home equity to learn more or apply today. ECU is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Not all damage is preventable.
Oh no, the squid monster's attacking our ship! We're going down!
But it is forgivable.
There's a waterfall coming down the stairs!
And fixable.
Flood Out Restoration specializes in residential and commercial water and fire damage restoration. Our services include fast action disaster recovery from fires, water extraction, and structural drying and mold remediation. We coordinate with your insurance company to reduce stress and restore your property quickly to get you back on your feet. FloodOutRestoration.com.
When you're in need of collision repair, you need a shop that has a proven track record of being experienced, reliable, and friendly. McDaniel's Quality Body Works has stood the test of time in Longview for 89 years. From the early years of repairing Furies, Bel Airs, and Studebakers to today's complex Cobras, Stingrays, and Silverados, McDaniel's has been committed to your automotive collision repair needs since 1933. McDaniel's Quality Body Works in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer is the solution to your collision repair needs.
And for the win, name something that is hard to find.
Your keys, 4-leaf clover, needle in a haystack, true love.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is a job. Better luck next time.
Don't trust luck. Trust First Choice Personnel. For years, First Choice has been delivering hard-to-find talent, even in highly competitive sectors. First Choice Personnel will be the only choice you need. FirstChoicePersonnel.net.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. Experience fun and freedom with the legendary Jeep line at Peters, built with you in mind and ready for adventure. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve your next new Jeep with the options you want. Peters Jeep in Longview.
Injuries aren't planned, and here at Longview Orthopedic, we're going to work together with patients to try to attain the best outcome possible for them. We have the ability to treat all injuries for all patients and athletes of all ages. One thing I want patients to understand is that, I've been in their situation. I played football at Texas A&M University, played offensive line, I was a guard, and being an athlete, suffering injuries, and having that passion to get back on the field gave me a really good perspective on the other side of the line as a treating physician now here at the Longview Orthopedic Clinic.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. The Ram truck lineup at Peters Ram is designed to go further and experience more. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve the Ram truck that's right for you with the options you want. Peters Ram in Longview.
Do you know any experienced health professionals? If so, the team at Christus Good Shepherd would love to meet them. Call us today at 833-315-GOOD and you could receive $1,500 for the referral. We need associates in surgery, lab, imaging, nursing, respiratory, and therapy. At Christus, we value what each individual brings to our mission and aim to create a culture where quality of work and quality of life live harmoniously. It's a win-win. Call today, 833-315-4663.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Harlan, the sports guy, and Pigskin Bob proudly on the Eastman Credit Union halftime show and this 112th meeting of Longview and Marshall. When it's over tonight, I want you to tune over to our show. We're on 104.1 The Ranch or Kicks 105.7. And if you missed any of it because you were cheering on the Lobos, you can catch the replay show at midnight because we replay our entire show. My mom's interview, the Clay Baker show, the Totally Awesome List, all the scores, the phone calls. Join us for that over on Kicks in the Ranch after this Longview Lobo victory over the Marshall Mavericks. Now, Bob, some of the games you and I will be covering tonight.
It's the Battle of Tyler.
Yep.
Tyler High School, Tyler Legacy. I mean, Tyler folks think this is just as big as Longview Marshall. It's going to be a big night for these big schools. We're also going to be following Pine Tree versus Lindale. That's going on tonight in Lindale. Henderson is traveling to Hallsville this evening, and Hallsville got away with a win last week.
Yep.
Can they get away with two in a row? They're going to have their hands full with a kind of an upset Henderson team.
Okay.
Need to come out mad. The Kilgore and Gilmer. That's a big game. Chapel Hill versus Van. We got that one. Spring Hill's taking on Center. Carthage at Pittsburgh. You've got Mineola at Hugh Springs. And then my Jefferson Bulldogs are traveling to Timpson.
Yeah, that's a tall test.
That's
going to
be a tough job for the Bulldogs tonight.
All right, so those are just some of the games we're covering over on the Friday Night Scoreboard Show. So join us after this Lobo victory over on 104.1 The Ranch at Kicks 105.7. This is your Eastman Credit Union halftime report on your home for Longview Lobo football, 106.5 Jack FM.
If your loan isn't with Eastman Credit Union, you're missing out. Come to us for your next auto or RV loan. We'll do our best to find the loan that fits your budget and lifestyle. When you're ready for your loan, you can apply online, in a branch, or give us a call. Sign your documents from anywhere. We'll send the money when you're ready. Get 3 months with no payments, a great rate, and earn extraordinary dividends. ECU makes it convenient, and you leave happy.
Visit ECU for your next auto loan. It's what we do. Eastman Credit Union.
Unit 1, move out. Roger. Unit 2, move out.
10-4.
Unit 3, move out.
Got it.
Remember, men, your mission is to find every nook and cranny the enemy can use to infiltrate this premises. Then it will be your duty to neutralize the invaders with extreme prejudice.
Copy that.
Roger.
Moving out. Don't let the pest take over your home. Shut down the operation today. Call the Bug Police to patrol your property at 553-9003 or visit them online at thebugpolice.com. The Bug Police. They shoot to kill and aim to please.
Dan Story has been named to the top 10 nursing home lawyers in the state of Texas. Many East Texans have questions about the care of their loved ones in a nursing home. They just don't know who to ask. If you suspect your loved one has been abused in a nursing home, unexplained falls and bruises, malnutrition and bed sores, call for a free consultation. 903-CALL-DAN. As a community, it's important to look out and protect our elderly population. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN.
And for the win, name something that is hard to find.
Your keys, 4-leaf clover, needle in a haystack, true love.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is a job. Better luck next time.
Don't trust luck. Trust First Choice Personnel. For years, First Choice has been delivering hard-to-find talent, even in highly competitive sectors. First Choice Personnel will be the only choice you need. FirstChoicePersonnel.net.
Bitches RV is a bit new around here, so we have questions. What exactly is bigger in Texas? Is it really everything, or is it just high school football? We can't wait to see for ourselves every Friday night with our Longview Lobos family. Bitches is built on family and fun and lifelong memories. Sounds like football in Texas, right? So we got your back every pregame, tailgate, postgame, after party, and everything in between. Go Lobos! Bitches RV, where memories begin.
When you're in need of collision repair, you need a shop that has a proven track record of being experienced, reliable, and friendly. McDaniel's Quality Body Works has stood the test of time in Longview for 89 years. From the early years of repairing Furies, Bel Airs, and Studebakers to today's complex Cobras, Stingrays, and Silverados, McDaniel's has been committed to your automotive collision repair needs since 1933. McDaniel's Quality Body Works in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer is the solution to your collision repair needs.
Make Margaritaville Sportsbook your go-to game day spot. Bet, eat, and watch all in one place. We're your 50-yard line front row ticket to all the action on all the games with real-time odds and the best prop bets around. Plus, earn with the most rewarding loyalty program in the country. My Choice. Every time you place a bet. The Sportsbook at Margaritaville. The best place to place your bets and get your grub on.
See Player Services for more details. Must be 21 or older to enter the casino or open a My Choice account. Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. Experience fun and freedom with the legendary Jeep line at Peters. Built with you in mind and ready for adventure. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve your next new Jeep with the options you want. Peters Jeep in Longview.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Back at Lobo Stadium, it's halftime. Longview leads at 31-3, recapping the scoring. In the first quarter, Marshall took the opening kickoff. Sloan hit Zachary Smith for a 30-yard completion that set up a 37-yard field goal by Jesus James. That made it 3-0 Marshall with 6:20 to go. That's about the only good thing that happened to Marshall tonight. Longview answered with a long drive. Jordan Allen with a 20-yard pass to Jalen Hale. That led to a Taylor Tatum 1-yard touchdown run. Fields' point after was good at 7-3 Longview with 4:45 to go. That's how it went. As we move on to the following drive, Marshall fumbled. It was recovered by Buda Garrett at the Marshall 11-yard line. The Lobos had to settle for a field goal, but they had a 10-3 lead after one quarter. Second quarter, Sloan and Marshall, following a Tatum fumble, threw it right back to the Lobos as Willie Nelson picked it off and returned it to the Marshall 45-yard line. That led to an Allen to Tatum. Spectacular pass play. Tatum bobbling the ball and then able to catch it as he's falling on his backside. That set up a Taylor Tatum 16-yard run around the right end to make it 17-3 with 9:29 to go in the first half. Longview followed with an onside kick recovered by the Lobos. Again, Longview with Allen to DeKalen Reese this time for 34 yards for the touchdown, made it 24-3. And then Longview capped it off again with the last touchdown drive with 5:31 to go in the half. Allen leading it. Allen throwing a 12-yard touchdown pass to Taylor Tatum. And so just like that, Longview leading at 31-3. We'll come back. We'll talk to Johnny Vaughn as we continue this halftime show. It's brought to you by Eastman Credit Union, and you're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Did you know that you can make your current home your perfect home with an ECU home equity loan? Need another room? Want to remodel the kitchen or just need repairs? Whatever your situation, we've got a loan for that. Whether you have a lot of equity in your home or just a little, Eastman Credit Union has a home equity loan option that's right for you. Visit ecu.org/home equity to learn more or apply today. ECU is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
How did hiring the right person become so difficult? Well, it doesn't have to be. Alpha Digital already has targeted databases built to very qualified candidates that are just looking for the right opportunity. That allows you to target exactly who you're trying to reach with a budget that is customized just for you. Learn about all the possibilities by going to alphamediadigital.com today. Find your next star employee with alphamediadigital.com.
And for the win, name something that is hard to find.
Your keys, 4-leaf clover, needle in a haystack, true love.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is a job. Better luck next time.
Don't trust luck. Trust First Choice Personnel. For years, First Choice has been delivering hard-to-find talent, even in highly competitive sectors. First Choice Personnel will be the only choice you need. FirstChoicePersonnel.net.
Back at Lobo Stadium, it's halftime, and Longview Lobos leading 31-3 over the Marshall Mavericks at halftime. Johnny, you surprised at what you're seeing?
Well, a little bit, but not really. Longview has just got so many athletes in so many different places, and you got Taylor Tatum on offense. He's got 7 carries for 34 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he's got a reception for a touchdown. And you've got Jalen Hale. They just are loaded all throughout the team. And once they get it rolling, they're a hard team to beat. And I think Marshall is kind of stuck in an offense where they have to be effective. They have to run the ball, and they've had some success with that. Davis unquestionably is a first-rate running back, but he's running against a first-rate defense, and that's why we've got this 31-3 score.
I failed to mention, by the way, We did have a turnover in the ball game to Darian Boone with an interception. So 2 interceptions tonight. Willie Nelson with 1, to Darian Boone with the other. So defense is playing its part. They've done a great job after that first drive. They seem to have really adjusted, and you didn't see the quick hitters and the big gains in the running game like you saw on that first drive by Marshall.
Well, Boone and Willie Nelson both are super athletes. That up to this point in their career, they've both been great players, and they're just going to make plays on defense. I mean, you to tell you the truth, you just as well not throw where they are because you're going to lose most of the time.
You got to throw it somewhere.
Yeah, but I'd find someplace else.
There's not many places you can throw it against the Lobo defense, at least the way they're playing tonight. All right, let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll get ready for the second half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
If your loan isn't with Eastman Credit Union, you're missing out. Come to us for your next auto or RV loan. We'll do our best to find the loan that fits your budget and lifestyle. When you're ready for your loan, you can apply online, in a branch, or give us a call. Sign your documents from anywhere. We'll send the money when you're ready. Get 3 months with no payments, a great rate, and earn extraordinary dividends. ECU makes it convenient, and you leave happy.
Visit ECU for your next auto loan. It's what we do. Eastman Credit Union.
This is football. This has been the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
Soapy's Car Wash, a longtime sponsor of Longview Lobo football. Now with their 3rd location in Lakeport, plus the original on Highway 80 and their self-serve location on Wall Street in Longview. For savings and convenience, get a monthly pass good at the Highway 80 location or in Lakeport.
Soapy's is a place to be.
Once again, Soapy's Car Wash is proud to support Longview Lobo football. Go Lobos!
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
The Eastman Credit Union halftime show brought to you on this great radio broadcast for the Longview Lobos. So thanks very much to Eastman Credit Union. Again, the law offices of Sorey and Hoover. We'll have our post game. Our sponsors, Longview Kilgore Cable, First Choice Personnel, Bish RV, Soapy's Car Wash, Telco Plus Credit Union, Longview Orthopedics, the Bug Police, Christus Good Shepherd Medical Center, Flood Out Restoration, and McDaniel's Quality Body Works. What do we look for in the second half, Johnny?
Well, I think probably more of the same thing. I mean, I don't think Marshall can really change their offense too much from what they've been doing. I think Longview, what you hope if you're Coach King is they show the same kind of intensity in the second half that they did the first half. I mean, this is early in the season, and you got to put together back-to-back halves, and I think that's important for them. I was going to say something, too. Jordan Allen has put together an excellent first half, and last week – and the quarterback is so important. He's in his senior year, and the first 2 games he's really has stepped up and played great.
He's been kind of the key ingredient, the wild card in this. You weren't real sure about him, but so far he's playing like a 3-year starter right now.
Exactly.
So Marshall is going to kick off to Longview to open the third quarter. They'll be kicking from our left to our right. Lobos won the toss to open the game and deferred to get the ball here. The ball is pooch kicked, and it's picked up by Taylor Tatum, and he steps out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And so it's going to be Longview ball with 11:59 to go in the third quarter, and they will start on their own 34, and they lead it by a score of 31-3. The Longview offense again led by Jordan Allen at quarterback, Elijah Johnson and Taylor Tatum are the receivers. The running backs, Angel Ramos is the tight end. The receivers, Jalen Hale, DeKalen Reese will check the offensive line. And we had movement by Marshall. They get back as a change of plays by Jordan Allen. Allen on an I formation, hands off to Elijah Johnson, the fullback, up the middle, across to the 37-yard line. And so a gain of about 4 on the play to the 34. Offensive line, Tavian Morgan, the center, Mongo Williams, Jacoby Watts are the guards. The tackles, Martin Guerrero and Jax Norman. And they've done a great job blocking both the run and in pass protection tonight for the Lobos. 2nd down and 6. I formation. 2 wideouts to the right side, which is the far side of the field. Turn, play action. Allen looking downfield all the time in the world. Now he's going to run up the middle. Now he doesn't have any room, and he's going to go down for a loss on the play.
Jordan Allen.
It'll be a sack, and it'll be 3rd down after a loss of 2.
I think he was trying to look deep to Hale, and he was covered and had to bring it down, and not much of a gain.
Good news is sometimes you just need to take the sack, don't force something, live to play another down.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. You don't want to just throw it up and end up with an interception.
And Allen being smart with the football. Now it's 3rd down and 8. Ball is at the 36 of Longview. Man in motion to the right side, sets up on the right wing. Allen will roll to his right. He's looking. Now he's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to run out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. It's going to be short of the 1st down.
They're going to flag out here on the field. I think that may be against Longview. Let's see.
Waiting on the call from the officials. Flag was thrown right at the hash. It was against Longview, and it's declined. And so here comes the punt team for the Lobos with 10:21 to play in the 3rd quarter. Longview up 31-3. Line of scrimmage is the 39-yard line. Michael Fields back at his own 26 to receive the snap. Low, and he gets it off. It's a high, deep kick taken at the 20-yard line, and then the return man hit immediately downfield, and that was number, 42?
I think it was 23 is 23. I think what it was.
You got better eyes than I do. Jacoby Granville, we believe, was the man that made the hit.
Yeah, he was on the bottom of that.
Very good. So good coverage downfield by 23, Jacoby Granville. And Marshall will have the ball to start with 9:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. They'll be at their own 23-yard line, trailing 31-3. Trying to find some magic to stay in this game. They'll throw a quick pass. It's a double pass, wide receiver, downfield, caught at the 50, broken tackle, and the ball is snatched out of his arms by a Longview defender, and it's Lobo football.
Yeah.
No, he dropped it. They bobbled it, and it's down on the ground, so it's an incomplete pass. The receiver caught the wide receiver screen, and then he threw it to a wide open man downfield at the midfield. It was caught by Robinson, and then the ball was stripped. A great defensive play by Dadrian Garrett, Buddha Garrett, who just got his hands up in there and pulled that ball out incomplete.
I got to tell you, looking at this replay, that looked like a fumble, a catch and a fumble.
Might have been. It's called incomplete either way, so take that big play away. And trickeration by the Marshall Mavericks comes up for naught. So it's 2nd down and 10 now after all that activity. Lobo football. I've checked that. Mavericks football. Under center, the quarterback, quick toss to the left side. He'll get to the sticks. He gets the 1st down. Still down the sidelines is J.Q. Davis, and he's finally run out of bounds. And they'll spot it somewhere around. Oh, now they're walking it back to the line of scrimmage, so there must be a flag. Did you see something? I guess he stepped out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah.
Okay.
65-inch TV.
So it looked like it was going to be a big game, but it was big enough to get a 1st down for Marshall. They advanced the ball to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's now got 64 yards rushing on the night. I mean, he's a quality back. I mean,
he's a lot like their version of Taylor Tatum. He can break it from anywhere on the field, too, and he can also run for tough yards. 1st and 10, Marshall. One back, under center, quick pass out to the left side, hit twice, finally goes down at the 39-yard line. Flag is down on the play. I think that was Ja'Cory Smith that caught the ball. And we'll see what the penalty's about. Marshall's been plagued by a lot of those, and a lot of them are 5-yarders. This one's holding, though, against, it's a face mask, and it's against Longview. So it's a 15-yard penalty. And coming hobbling off to the sidelines is number 32, Caden Brooks. Just a little gimped up there.
Caden Brooks,
Boy, that's go ahead.
Second year to start at linebacker, so hopefully he'll get back.
Big penalty for Marshall. They have the ball at the Longview 46-yard line. They run a sweep, and it's dropped back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. 9:06 to play third quarter. Longview 31-3 over Marshall. Brian Houston and Johnny Vaughn at homecoming. The opener at home for the Longview Lobos. 2 wide outs to the left side. Ball's on the left hash mark. 1 running back. Sloan back to throw. Pressure. He's hit as he throws. The ball is deflected and caught. And still on the move at the 35. Still running at the 32-yard line. The ball was deflected off the intended receiver in the left flat, and then it ended up in the hands. It was bounced off of the running back, and then Ja'Cory Smith was able to pick it up and go. It was Zachary Smith who initially had it bounce off his hands right into the other Smith's hands. 1st and 10 from the 32. Quick pass over to the right side, intended for Ja'Cory Smith, is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. So Marshall getting a break offensively with that play.
Well, they started back in their own 23, and they're now down to the 32. So one of their better drives of the game is they've moved the ball against Longview.
2nd and 10, Lobos, and now there's a whistle and a timeout called by the Lobos. Let's take that timeout with them. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
It's Bacon Day. September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr, matey. September 25th is Comic Book Day. But any day is a good day to save big on crazy fast internet and unlimited data. Get Cable Links broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data together for under $25 per month. We make it easy to switch. Plus, everything wireless in your home connects best with true broadband speeds and no buffering. There's no credit check, no money up front, and no deposit. Save big on your internet every day. Get Cable Links broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data under $25 per month.
Don't miss out. Ask how to qualify for free or discounted internet service. Email support at cablelinks.com or call 800-903-0508. Some restrictions will apply. Many factors affect speed.
On 2nd down and 10, a handoff to Robinson is blown up at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play by Longview's number 34, Brendan Reese, coming in from linebacker to stop that play. And now it's 3rd down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Longview in the 112th meeting against the Marshall Mavericks, and they lead at 31-3 with 7:50 to go in the third quarter. Mavericks running out of time here. They send a wide receiver right. They have a wing on the right. And under center, the quarterback, Sloan, fade. It's picked off at the 25-yard line, going down the sidelines. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Longview Lobos. Number 46, Kylan Sublett.
Kylan Sublett just was sitting back there and just picked it off, returning. Well, I don't know if there's a flag.
Oh, no. That was a pick 6, but it looks like it's coming back. Sublett took it all the way back, about 68 yards. And now we'll see what the penalty marker is, but it looks like that interception is getting wiped out.
Wow.
Wow, what a play. That would have been the third interception of the night for the Mavericks secondary. For the Lobos secondary. Officials are in conference right now. All right, let's see what the call is. 2 penalties. Blocking the back during the return against Longview. Apparently both of these holding against Longview. That one's going to be stepped off. Well, Marshall, instead of a pick 6 going the other way, they get an automatic first down on a holding penalty against Longview. Defensive holding, and they're going to walk it down to the 22-yard line in Lobo territory.
I may be prejudiced. They call that on Jaden Simmons. It's called holding on the far side. It looked like he just made contact, but they called it a hold.
Well, it wipes out a big play and a handoff now on 1st and 10. The ball comes out, and the Lobos may have it. Let's see. They're pointing like they recovered a fumble. Now we wait to see them unravel it. Looks like they're going to let Marshall keep it. Yep. So no fumble on the play. Davis on the carry.
Davis on the carry.
Ball may have come out, but apparently Marshall was able to get back on it. They lost a yard on the play, back to the 23. It's 2nd down and 11. Marshall trying to string together some plays to get a scoring drive here and stay in this ball game. They'll play action. They'll throw a quick pass out on the right side. He had to rush to get it off, and it's incomplete, just beyond the reach of Ja'Cory Smith. Sloan had pressure in his face up the middle and had to get rid of it before he really wanted to. And so an inaccurate pass, and it's 3rd down and 11.
It's his 17th pass of the game. He has 4 completions.
Wow. I think he threw 20 times all of last week. No, he's 8 out of 15. I beg your pardon. He was 8 out of 15 for a massive 47 yards last week. But he had 2 touchdown passes. 3rd down and 11 now. Under center Sloan. And there's a whistle. And guess what? Another 5-yard penalty. Illegal procedure against Marshall. That's about the 7th one now. They have had a big, big problem with drive-killing penalties all night long. Jack Alvarez has got to be pulling his hair out.
Yeah, that's something they'll work on this week, I'm pretty sure.
They will. Over and over and over again. Want to remind you, after the ball game tonight, stay tuned for the post-game show and an interview with what we expect to be a very happy John King. It's 2nd down and 16, and a timeout called by Jack Alvarez. So the score, 31-3 with 6:19 to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Start checking at Telco Plus Credit Union to be a winner. Their checking accounts are awesome. Direct deposit is paid 2 days early. Bill pay is free. Overdraft or no overdraft options. And they set you up to win a free app, low balance alerts, and budget software. They have discounts for students and seniors. Open a checking account today with your hometown credit union, Telco Plus, to save and earn more. Federal insured by the NCUA. Checking approval and membership qualifications apply. Visit telcoplus.org for details and restrictions.
Marshall calling a timeout on this big 3rd down and 16. They trail 31-3. They've got to get something going, so you can see why he burned a timeout there.
Yeah, I mean, they're deep in Longview's territory, and they need something positive to happen.
So they'll come up. Manning will come in motion to the near side. Quarterback's under center. Quick snap and a sweep to the left side. Blown up at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle's made by number 34, Brendan Reese, along with Chase Smith. Lobo defense not having any of it.
Brendan Reese and Chase Smith combined for the tackle.
And that drops it back, to the 28-yard line, Johnny. All right, they're going to go for it on 4th down and what looks like about 16. They've got to get to the 12-yard line for a first down. They'll send 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Sloan, deep ball, left side, throws it up for grabs. Is it picked off or did he get caught? I think it's incomplete.
It goes incomplete. That was good coverage by Jaden Simmons.
He threw it way up in the air. It was a 50-50 ball intended for Ja'Cory Smith, but again, Simmons just got up there and went after it with him and fought to strip it out of his hands. Incomplete. And so the ball goes over on downs to the Lobos with 5:25 to go in the third quarter. They're up 31-3. Now it'd be interesting to see what kind of tactics John King uses, whether he just decides to run this thing down their throats now or not. In the I formation, Tatum up the middle, 35, 40, first down Lobos, and a 12-yard gain to the 41. You remember last week when Longview wanted to take control of the ball game in the third quarter of a rainy night in McKinney against Boyd. They had the ball, they ran the ball, and held the ball for all but 4 plays in the quarter. Tatum comes out of the game now. And a handoff up the middle to about the 48-yard line. That's Elijah Johnson this time, with another strong run and a 6-yard gain to the 47-yard line.
Elijah Johnson.
So you expect the Lobos just to impose their will now and put this thing away?
Yeah, I think you'll see them throw some, but I think they'll stick pretty much the running game with this big lead in late in the third quarter.
From the gun, handoff again, up the middle, breaking through to the 35, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Longview, Elijah Johnson, 49 yards.
Elijah Johnson takes it in for a Lobo touchdown.
Yeah,
Correction, 52 yards for Elijah Johnson. What do you think, Johnny?
That's pretty unbelievable. he's before that he had 4 carries for 16 yards, and now he picks up 52 on the 1 yard.
They really
One
fall
carry.
off. They fall off a lot when Taylor Tatum comes in and Elijah just moves the tail back, right?
Yeah, really.
The extra point try is up, and it's good by Michael Fields. And now you're at 38-3. Longview on top with 4:11 to go. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
Dan Story has been named to the top 10 nursing home lawyers in the state of Texas. Many East Texans have questions about the care of their loved ones in a nursing home. They just don't know who to ask. If you suspect your loved one has been abused in a nursing home, unexplained falls and bruises, malnutrition and bed sores, call for a free consultation. 903-CALL-DAN. As a community, it's important to look out and protect our elderly population. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALL-DAN.
Injuries aren't planned, and here at Longview Orthopedic, we're going to work together with patients to try to obtain the best outcome possible for them. We have the ability to treat all injuries for all patients and athletes of all ages. One thing I want patients to understand is that, I've been in their situation. I played football at Texas A&M University, played offensive line, I was a guard, and being an athlete, suffering injuries, and having that passion to get back on the field gave me a really good perspective on the other side of the line as a treating physician now here at the Longview Orthopedic Clinic.
Longview Lobos open that lead up 38-3 on a 52-yard touchdown run by Elijah Johnson. It's really tough that you got such a fall off at running back when Taylor Tatum comes out of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The kickoff is taken at the 3-yard line, brought out to the 5, the 10, blown up at the 11-yard line, still breaking tackles out to the 15, though. So give the return man, number 11, Bird Robinson, some credit for fighting for extra yards because he was hit back at the 10. He's out of bounds at the 16. Marshall takes over 1st and 10 with 4:03 to go here in the third quarter. Well, Johnny, what do you do now if you're Marshall? Start working on next week's game plan?
Yeah, I think that's just basically what you do. You just try to run the ball, maybe throw it a little bit, but try to keep this thing from getting way out of hand. Well, it already is. Worse out of hand.
They'll turn and hand it off. And there's a big running room to the left side out to the 38-yard line by their running back, number 11, Boyd Robinson.
Willie Nelson and Thomas roll.
Nelson makes the tackle, but it's a big gain to the 38. I got a 23-yard carry on that. Now they'll pitch it to the right side to Robinson, and Robinson brought down this time by number 10, Buda Garrett, who's had a nice game tonight after a gain of 3 to the 40-yard line.
Adrian Garrett on the stop.
Collier Sloan, the quarterback, it rests on him now, and with, again, the offense that Jack Alvarez runs, which is a lot of variations of the wing T. They'll turn, they'll quick toss it to the right side, and boy, what a hit. Oh, my goodness. Coming up to lay the wood on him, Buda Garrett, again, blows up the running back, and that is J.Q. Davis. J.Q. Davis, his teeth were rattled by that hit.
I imagine so. Buda Garrett is a great player, and he just shows it again here tonight on that play.
He has had some earth-shattering hits here in this quarter. 3rd down and 5. Marshall has the ball at their own 42-yard line. Man in motion going the far side. Hand play action. Pressure coming. They got to get rid of it quick. Davis spins, breaks a tackle, gets across midfield, goes out to the 45-yard line in Longview territory where he is run out of bounds. The tackle made out there by number 48, Laquayn Jackson. And it's going to be a 1st down for the Marshall Mavericks, who are moving the football, but they just can't finish the drives. Split backfield, quick toss, right side, going to the 40, to the 35, to the 30-yard line, and again, still running the football really well. Tackle made by Caden Brooks back in the ball game, as Davis was the man on the carry. But when you're down 38-3, toss sweeps aren't going to get you back in the ball game.
No, not anytime soon, for sure.
But as we talked about, you got to get ready for next week, and Marshall plays Henderson next week. So they've got a 1st and 10 at the Longview 30 now, and they want to come away with something positive. They'll roll to the left. Sloan throws it out there, complete at the 20. 1st down, 15, spins to the 13-yard line before he's brought down there. And I believe that is Ja'Cory Smith, who ran a crossing route there. Cut it outside, and then was able to pick up some extra yards before Willie Nelson and number 28 for Longview, again, Javian Robertson, making the stop. Now on 1st and 10, handoff, this time to Boyd Robinson. Robinson to the left side inside the 5-yard line with another strong run. And so Mavericks now with a chance to stick it in the end zone. They got a new running back in the game. Toss left. He'll fight to get into the end zone. Touchdown Marshall. Touchdown Sermaj Gatson. Sermaj Gatson from 3 yards out.
Takes it in for a Maverick touchdown.
Yeah, he gets a carry and gets it into the end zone.
And so Marshall back on the board. They look like they're going to run a swinging gate kind of a formation. And now they'll toss it. And a jump pass over the middle, caught in the end zone for 2 points. And it's caught by number 2, Zachary Smith.
Complete to Zachary Smith.
Little trickery there on a 2-point conversion play. And just like that, it's 38-11. Longview's lead now cut just a little bit with 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Did you know that you can make your current home your perfect home with an ECU home equity loan? Need another room? Want to remodel the kitchen or just need repairs? Whatever your situation, we've got a loan for that. Whether you have a lot of equity in your home or just a little, Eastman Credit Union has a home equity loan option that's right for you. Visit ecu.org/home equity to learn more or apply today. ECU is an equal housing opportunity lender.
And for the win, name something that is hard to find.
Your keys, 4-leaf clover, needle in a haystack, true love.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is a job. Better luck next time.
Don't trust luck. Trust First Choice Personnel. For years, First Choice has been delivering hard-to-find talent, even in highly competitive sectors. First Choice Personnel will be the only choice you need. FirstChoicePersonnel.net.
Brian Houston, Johnny Vaughn back at Lobo Stadium, where the Lobos are now leading 38-11 after Marshall took a long drive and Sermaj Gaston scored from 3 yards out. Johnny, really long drive.
Yeah, because they started back on their own 16 and drove in and got the score. So 84-yard drive for them on 8 plays.
Pooch kick, and it's taken for a fair catch by number 11, DeKalen Reese. Longview is going to have good field position to open this drive. With 1:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Next week, the Lobos are in Tyler to take on Tyler Legacy at Rose Stadium. Another longtime rivalry, longtime district rivals before Tyler Legacy moved up to 6A. It's 1st and 10 Lobos from their own 30-yard line. And they'll hand it off right up the middle, and driving for 10 yards, still on his feet at the 45-yard line. What a run by Elijah Johnson.
Elijah Johnson.
Wow.
I guess he's showing that he can run too tonight.
15-yard gain and a first down for Longview. Yeah, Tatum's coming back in the ball game because he says, I don't want to get Wally pipped here.
Well, he's got 83 yards rushing.
Gee. Tatum says, you're making me look bad. I got to get back in this game. So Elijah goes back to fullback, and Tatum is in at tailback now. The quarterback's under center on 1st and 10. Handoff. Tatum up the middle. Breaks it. Up the middle to the 40. Still spinning. And down at the Marshall 40-yard line.
Dude, I can't tell you how great a run that was, though, Brian.
He must have gotten hit 3 times going through there. Look at this. Right up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. Gets hit twice, spins, still running, and then gets down to the 40. They'll actually spot him at the 42, but man, what a run. They're so powerful between the tackles, and these guys can hit that hole so fast. They're going to let the clock run out. We're inside 7 seconds to go, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. And after 3, Longview leads at 38-11 over Marshall at Lobo Stadium. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
What's better than the long weekend? Kohl's budget boosting deals on denim. I got myself jeans for $19.99. 40% off Levi's for my son. Even my husband found a pair for 30% off. Plus, because I spent over $25, I got $10 off. And earned Kohl's cash. More style, more savings. Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end September 5th. Levi's coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Driving happy with Febreze car.
You're driving home when, oh no, you hit the longest red light in town. What's this? You're smiling because your car smells amazing. You just installed a Febreze car vent clip. Ha ha! 5 weeks ago, with up to 40 days of consistent Febreze scent, those lights can stay red for as long as they'd like.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
First play of the fourth quarter, 1st and 10. Handoff to Tatum up the middle. Tatum breaks through, gets to the 30-yard line. Another 12-yard gain. For Taylor Tatum and the Longview Lobos, as the fourth quarter is brought to you by Longview Kilgore Cable TV, the first to offer gig speeds to all of the Longview area. Find them at cablelinks.com/getgig now. Lobos leading at 38-11. And get this, third quarter, Tyler High leading Tyler Legacy 26-17.
Wow.
And that's Longview's opponent next week, Tyler Legacy. Tyler High's in their district. They'll see them later this year. From the I formation, 1st and 10. Play action. Allen, pressure. Now he'll step up and he'll run. Still looking to throw, though. Fires it out of bounds. Had nobody open. Good decision by Jordan Allen to live to play another down.
Yeah, he was flushed out of the pocket. He continued to look upfield and started to run. And then he just threw it out of bounds, which was the right decision, and so consequently he saved a loss on the play.
There's some discussion about whether the Longview-Marshall rivalry is the oldest in Texas, or is it the Lufkin-Nacogdoches rivalry. Either way, the rivalry is really one-sided. Lufkin right now leading Nacogdoches 37-0 in the third quarter. That's pretty much an annual thing, too.
Yeah.
On for 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off to Tatum. Tatum up the middle. 20, 15, 10. Down at the 9-yard line. And that Longview offensive line is just blowing Marshall off the ball now.
Yeah, that gives him 94 yards on the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, per UIL.
In 11 carries.
Longview Police Department at the conclusion of the
all right.
game. No one
it is going to be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Lobos have the ball on the right hash mark. Trying to get it into the 40s now. Elijah Johnson is lined up on the right side of Jordan Allen in the gun. 2 wideouts to the left. They'll hand it off to Allen up the middle. Allen surges to the 5-yard line, and that's where he'll go down. Tackle made out there by number 9, Jabari Stansel. But now they'll actually spot it at the 6, so he gave him 4. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. But they're just chewing up huge chunks right between the tackles. They're just running it right up the gut.
And that gives Elijah Johnson 87 yards on 7 carries, and Tatum's got 94 on 2 carries. I mean, not 2 carries, 11 carries.
10 minutes straight up left in this ball game. And John King and the Lobos are going to call a timeout as the play clock was getting away from them. And so with that, let's take another timeout. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Unit 1, move out. Roger. Unit 2, move out.
10-4.
Unit 3, move out.
Got it.
Remember, men, your mission is to find every nook and cranny the enemy can use to infiltrate this premises. Then it will be your duty to neutralize the invaders with extreme prejudice.
Copy that.
Roger.
Moving out. Don't let the pest take over your home. Shut down the operation today. Call the Bug Police to patrol your property at 553-9003 or visit them online at thebugpolice.com. The Bug Police. They shoot to kill and aim to please.
Back at Lobo Stadium, John King and the Lobos calling a timeout as the play clock got away from them. With 9:52 left in the ball game, they're down with a 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line with an opportunity to take a bigger lead on Marshall than the 38-11 they have right now. Reese will go out wide left. They're on the right hash mark. Allen throws into the end zone. Hale tried to go down to get it at the ground in the end zone. Incomplete. Ball was thrown too low. It will be 3rd down and goal.
No, this is kind of amazing. All this scoring and what's going on in this game, and Jalen Hale has only 1 reception for Longview.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They haven't needed him tonight. The number 1 ranked Lobos look every bit of it tonight.
That's an impressive performance both offensively and defensively.
Now they'll send 3 wideouts left, and Allen in the gun on 3rd down and goal from the 6. Back to throw. Allen, pressure, breaks out of 1 tackle, still on the move, fires it to the sidelines, incomplete, no chance of getting rid of the ball, and he gets slung down back there by number 8, Carson Combs. May have been a little bit unnecessary.
Yeah, they're going to throw
there's
the
a
flag.
Yep, there you go. And I think John King probably said, excuse me, but that thing's in your pocket for a reason. That clearly was a late hit, I would think.
Intentional grounding.
Oh, wait a minute.
Of the offense.
So apparently he didn't get it beyond the line of scrimmage on the rollout, even though he was outside the tackle box. So they call Allen for intentional grounding, and they lose the down.
Let's watch the replay.
So when he's flushed out, pressure came up the middle, and he was almost tackled, and then he got hit as he threw the football, and it didn't get it back to the 10-yard line. He had to get it to the 6. Now they're going to try a long field goal. It's spotted at the 29, so it'll be a 39-yard field goal. Fields drives the ball. It's good. And Longview takes a 41-11 lead with 9:31 to play in the ball game. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
If your loan isn't with Eastman Credit Union, you're missing out. Come to us for your next auto or RV loan. We'll do our best to find the loan that fits your budget and lifestyle. When you're ready for your loan, you can apply online, in a branch, or give us a call. Sign your documents from anywhere. We'll send the money when you're ready. Get 3 months with no payments, a great rate, and earn extraordinary dividends. ECU makes it convenient, and you leave happy.
Visit ECU for your next auto loan. It's what we do. Eastman Credit Union.
Do you know any experienced health professionals? If so, the team at Christus Good Shepherd would love to meet them. Call us today at 833-315-GOOD and you could receive $1,500 for the referral. We need associates in surgery, lab, imaging, nursing, respiratory, and therapy. At Christus, we value what each individual brings to our mission and aim to create a culture where quality of work and quality of life live harmoniously. It's a win-win. Call today, 833-315-4663.
Longview Lobos extend their lead to 41-11 with 9:31 to play in the game. A 70-yard drive capped off by a 39-yard field goal by Michael Fields. And the Lobos will kick it off. From our left to our right, as they have been in total control of this thing since midway through the first quarter. The kick taken at the 4-yard line. Brought out to the 10, the 15, and then brought down. Good downfield coverage again by the Longview kickoff team. And getting up off the bottom of the pile was number 34, Brendan Reese. Robinson was on the kickoff return.
Brendan Reese on the stop.
And the Lobos getting it done on all 3 phases of the game tonight, Johnny.
Yeah, they've done it all. It's been an impressive performance for them. More importantly, as you're early on in the season, you'd like to see you improve every week, and they've definitely improved this week over last week, I think.
No doubt. All right, back to throw on 1st and 10. Actually, they handed it off, and it's going to be a quick run out there. Ja'Cory Smith gets it out to the 25-yard line. It was a quick pass. The game next week is going to be a 7 o'clock kickoff at Rose Stadium between the Lobos and Tyler Legacy in Tyler. So the John King Show will come on at 6:30 next week. They ruled it incomplete?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says incomplete.
1st and 10. I thought he had it. 2nd and 10 now. Marshall football at their own 20. Quick pitch, left side, tripped up in the backfield. Nice play back there by number 54 for Longview, Jacoby Watts. Robinson gets his feet cut out from under him and a loss on the play back to the 18. 2-yard loss. John King's going to have a hard time finding much to be unhappy about tonight, you know?
Yeah, he'll find something, though. I guarantee it.
Got to coach him up. It's been after that opening drive in the first quarter, It's been a darn near perfect game for Longview, I'd say.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. He's got to be pleased with this effort.
3rd down and 11. Sloan back to throw. Pressure. Hit as he throws. It's caught at the 30-yard line. Good for a first down. A nice catch out there by Ja'Cory Smith. And it's a first down for Marshall. And they'll move the ball out to the 30-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play. 1st and 10 Marshall right up to the line of scrimmage. They'll toss sweep and hit Robinson hit the backfield twice, and then they finally bring him down at the 30-yard line. 96. Omarion Watkins in on that tackle. 2 or 3 Lobos hit him beforehand to slow him down.
Omarion Watkins.
And also in on the stop, number 23, Jacoby Granville.
I was going to say, he got hit a lot of time for no gain. 2 or 3 different hits.
2nd and 10 now. From the gun, Sloan with a quick pass out to the right side to Smith, Ja'Cory Smith. At the 30, he's going to be tackled for no gain on the play. So that quick pass out into space, there was none as the Lobos closed and made the tackle on him. Let's see who made that play. Number 4, and that would be Tadarian Boone.
Boone, he's had a lot of plays tonight.
They gave him a gain of 1 out to the 31-yard line. It's 3rd down and 9. Under center, Collier Sloan. Now he'll pull out and check the sidelines to get the offensive play call. He'll change the play at the line of scrimmage. But they still stay with the split backfield. 2 tight ends, back to throw. Hit as he goes down. It's a sack and a big-time hit. My goodness. By number 90, that is
Watkins with the sack.
Watkins, Omarion Watkins, 96.
Yeah, Watkins with the came off the backside and made the sack.
He got there as fast as Sloan could drop back, virtually untouched. Watkins on the sack, and the punt team should be coming on now. It looks like they've taken another timeout. Let's see, I don't know. 6:09, 6:08, the clock is moving, so they didn't take the timeout. Play clock's down to 6. Let's see if they call timeout, because it looks like they're not going to get that punt off in time. Nope, they let it run out. Nope, there's a flag. Delay of game is going to be the call. They brought everybody over to the sidelines over at Marshall, and then got the punt team on late. And that means a false start and illegal procedure against the Mavericks. Back it up 5 yards for the punter, which is not good news. Willie Nelson is back to take the punt for Longview. And unless Quinn Hawkins gets a huge punt, this is going to be great field position for Longview.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot for Marshall because Willie Nelson is a great returner. They kicked the ball, or at least they have so far, pretty low. Let's see, Longview should end up with pretty good field position.
Line of scrimmage now is going to be the 20. He gets the kickoff. It's high and it's short. And it's taken by Nelson on a fair catch at the 45-yard line. That's only going to be a 26-yard punt. And the Lobos will get the ball at their own 45 in excellent field position, already leading 41-11 with 5:35 to go in the ball game. And I would suspect that John King's going to do everything he can to run off this last 5:35 and get out of here.
That was really a good punt that time. It was kicked really high, and Willie didn't have any way to return it.
Lobos football, Andrew Tutts in the ball game now. We're starting to see some subs. They'll run it off the right side, getting to the 48-yard line. In the game now, number 33 is Brandavian Steverson getting his first carry of the night. And he's into Marshall territory at the 48-yard line, and I would suspect we're going to see a lot of taking your sweet time, working that play clock down, and then a lot of running plays.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you see Longview throw another pass.
5 minutes even in the ball game. Lobos on their way to going to 2-0. Both games in impressive fashion. 2nd down and 4 from the 48 at Marshall. Lobos turn, handoff up the middle. Steverson, this time only about, back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more as he's caught by number 30, Kenneth Villarreal. 2nd down and 4 from the 48-yard line. Make that 3rd down and 4 now. A lot of folks heading for the exits to beat the traffic. But a great crowd here tonight for the opener, both from Longview and Marshall.
Yeah, it really was. Had the ceremonies before the game, and pretty good effort by the Lobos.
I have a pretty good celebration after the game tonight, too. From the I formation, they'll hand it off. Steverson up the middle, gets the 1st down, breaks it outside, 40, 30, caught from behind at the 27-yard line. Steverson with a big gain down to the 27. It's going to be a gain of 21 yards and a 1st down for Longview. They just keep finding running backs that can make big gains with a lot of speed.
Yeah, there's some more over there, too.
Goodness gracious. This team is deep. 3:44 to go in the ball game. 2 tight ends, I formation. Andrew Tutt in at quarterback. In the I, they'll hand it off to the fullback this time. And he'll fight to the 25-yard line. Checking the number to see who that is. Is it 20?
I think it was 40.
Maybe so. That would be Jose Soto. He is a running back. And so he gained about 3 on the play to the 25 as John King empties his bench. 3:03 to go. And again, they're just let that play clock run down as far as it can go. In fact, they're going to let it run out here. Nope, I'm sorry. I've gotten blocked off there. So that play clock is blocked off. It's at 5, and the snap and the handoff up the middle. And a flag goes down in the middle. Apparently, that may be a hold. That is number 20 in there. Kelvin Washington that had the carry. So I don't know if it was Soto or Washington that had that last carry, Johnny.
I'm not sure.
It's a legal hands to the face by Marshall. Half the distance to the goal. Longview getting additional yardage there with 2:42 to go in the ball game. Again, thanks very much to our sponsors, Longview Kilgore Cable, First Choice Personnel, Bish RV, Soapy's Car Wash, Telco Plus Credit Union, Longview Orthopedics, The Bug Police, Krista's Good Shepherd Medical Center, Flood Out Restoration, McDaniel's Quality Works. Lobos have 1st and goal at the 10. Tutt, hands off, up the middle to the 5-yard line. That's surge by Kelvin Washington again. Don't forget Harlan the Sports Guy and Pigskin Bob with the Friday Night Scoreboard Show coming up immediately after the John King Show. They're going to be on the air till midnight tonight on Kicks 105.7. Gotta keep these numbers straight. 105.7 IKX. Handoff to the running back into the end zone. Is that Elijah? No, it's not Elijah Johnson. It's number 35 for Longview, Jonathan Lee, who walks in from 5 yards out for the score. Jonathan Lee. Everybody touches the ball. Everybody scores the touchdown now. And that is going to really open it up as the extra point is about to be kicked. New holder in the game. And it's Fields that makes it 48-11 Longview on top of Marshall with 1:39 to go. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Soapy's Car Wash, a longtime sponsor of Longview Lobo football. Now with their third location in Lakeport, plus the original on Highway 80 and their self-serve location on Wall Street in Longview. For savings and convenience, get a monthly pass good at the Highway 80 location or in Lakeport.
Soapy's is a place to be.
Once again, Soapy's Car Wash is proud to support Longview Lobo football. Go Lobos!
When you're in need of collision repair, you need a shop that has a proven track record of being experienced, reliable, and friendly. McDaniel's Quality Body Works has stood the test of time in Longview for 89 years. From the early years of repairing Furies, Bel Airs, and Studebakers to today's complex Cobras, Stingrays, and Silverados, McDaniel's has been committed to your automotive collision repair needs since 1933. McDaniel's Quality Body Works in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer is the solution to your collision repair needs.
Johnny, you got a shout out there.
Yeah, just real quick, we've got a Lobo fan. She's been listening to the Lobos all the way back before the 50s. She turned 95 last week.
Wow.
And I just wanted to wish her a happy birthday. Longtime Lobo fan.
What's her name?
Billy Bell.
Fantastic. Miss Bell, happy birthday. And enjoy this Lobos win tonight as they kick off. It's a short kickoff taken at the 30-yard line. And then brought down, there's Ja'Cory Smith.
Jaden Howard and DeAndre
Howard
Driggs
downfield to make the tackle. And the Lobos have just beaten up the Marshall Mavericks tonight. 1:30 to go in the ball game. And the Lobos about to go to 2-0. They play Tyler Legacy in Tyler at Rose Stadium next week. John King's show at 6:30 next week. We'll be on the air at 7 o'clock. Live from Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium for the renewal of a long-time East Texas rivalry between Longview and Tyler Legacy. Here come the Mavericks, trailing 48-11 now. And a handoff and no gain on the play. In fact, there may be a loss as the ball was pitched to the right side to number 10, Elijah Wooden, and he's dropped for a 2-yard loss. Back to the 31.
It's just total dominance the whole game, Brian. And this Longview's been excellent.
Handoff to the fullback on a quick hitter up the middle. But again, Longview rush defense really has tightened up after that first drive of this ball game. They really have not had too much trouble with the running game otherwise.
No, I mean, they just have not been able to run at all against the effective Longview defense. And this, they may run one more play, or they might just let this one run out.
It's down to 28 seconds to go. They may have to run one just to keep the clock from stopping, but with one play left in the ball game, this is going to be it. They'll turn and hand it off, and a short gain on the play, and they keep moving the pile, but that's going to be the last play of this ball game. 8 seconds to go. Clock ticks. Teams go to their respective sidelines. And this one is in the books, the 112th meeting of the Longview Lobos. John King goes to 18-1 against the Marshall Mavericks. Longview wins it by a score of 48-11, and an impressive ball game.
It's just total dominance on the part of the Lobos. They were up 31-3 at halftime. The final ends up 48-11. Their running game was just outstanding. Taylor Tatum ended up with 11 carries for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. Elijah Johnson, 7 carries and a touchdown. It's just, I don't think John King's going to say much negative about tonight's game.
And you and I both, before the ball game, were not expecting anything like this. We're a little bit concerned about this game because of the style that Alvarez plays. We thought maybe this thing might be a lot more interesting than it turned out to be.
Yeah, exactly right.
All right, we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll begin the post-game show brought to you by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Bigger, faster, stronger, more experienced, just better. This is who we are, and they know it too.
You've been listening to Longview Lobo High School Football on 106.5 Jack FM.
The Longview Lobo Football Radio Network, presented by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview. Longview Kilgore Cable TV. The law offices of Sorey and Hoover. Eastman Credit Union. First Choice Personnel. Sophie's Car Wash. Bish RV of Longview. Christus Good Shepherd Medical Center. The Bug Police. Flood Out Restoration. McDaniel's Quality Body Works. And Telco Plus Credit Union. This is the Lobo Nation on the Longview Lobos Radio Network. 106.5 Jack FM.
Sophie's Car Wash, a longtime sponsor of Longview Lobo football. Now with their third location in Lakeport, plus the original on Highway 80 and their self-serve location on Wall Street in Longview. For savings and convenience, get a monthly pass good at the Highway 80 location or in Lakeport.
Sophie's is a place to be.
Once again, Sophie's Car Wash is proud to support Longview Lobo football. Go Lobos!
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. The Ram truck lineup at Peters Ram is designed to go further and experience more. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve the Ram truck that's right for you with the options you want. Peters Ram in Longview.
September 3rd is Bacon Day. September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr, matey. September 25th is Comic Book Day. But any day is a good day to save big on crazy fast internet and unlimited data. Get Cable Links broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data together for under $25 per month. We make it easy to switch. Plus, everything wireless in your home connects best with true broadband speeds and no buffering. There's no credit check, no money up front, and no deposit. Save big on your internet every day. Get Cable Links broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data under $25 per month.
Don't miss out. Ask how to qualify for free or discounted internet service. Email support at cablelinks.com or call 800-903-0508. Some restrictions will apply. Many factors affect speed.
And for the win, name something that is hard to find.
Your keys, 4-leaf clover, needle in a haystack, true love.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is a job. Better luck next time.
Don't trust luck. Trust First Choice Personnel. For years, First Choice has been delivering hard-to-find talent, even in highly competitive sectors. First Choice Personnel will be the only choice you need. FirstChoicePersonnel.net.
Start checking at Telco Plus Credit Union to be a winner. Their checking accounts are awesome. Direct deposit is paid 2 days early. Bill pay is free. Overdraft or no overdraft options. And they set you up to win a free app, low balance alerts, and budget software. They have discounts for students and seniors. Open a checking account today with your hometown credit union, Telco Plus, to save and earn more. Federal insured by the NCUA. Checking approval and membership qualifications apply. Visit telcoplus.org for details and restrictions.
Welcome to the Longview Lobo postgame show on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brought to you by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brian Houston and Johnny Vaughn back here at Lobo Stadium for the law offices of Sorey and Hoover postgame show. It is the final score, Longview 48, Marshall 11. Scoring summary, it'd take a long time to go through this, but we'll just tell you very quickly. After Marshall jumped out to a 3-0 lead, Longview answered with a Jordan Allen 20-yard pass to Jalen Hale. That led to a Taylor Tatum 1-yard touchdown run that made it 7-3 with 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Longview followed with a pooch kick recovered by the Lobos by Buda Garrett in Marshall territory. They follow that up with a Marshall fumble recovered by Buda Garrett. Marshall's at the Marshall 11-yard line, and Michael Fields hit a 24-yard field goal to make it 10-3. In the second quarter, Tatum again with a spectacular catch. Willie Nelson had an interception, returned to the Marshall 45-yard line. Allen threw a pass to Tatum. Tatum made this ridiculous catch where he bounced it off his hands and then was able to fall back on the ground and hang on to it. That set up a touchdown run of 16 yards that made it 17-3 with 9:29 to go. Longview followed by with an onside kick. It was recovered by the Lobos. That led to a Jordan Allen to DeKalen Reese 34-yard touchdown pass, made it 24-3. Allen throws another touchdown pass to Taylor Tatum for 12 yards with 5:31 to go in the half. That made it 31-3 at halftime. In the second half, Elijah Johnson with a 52-yard touchdown run makes it 38-3. In the Sermaj Gaston with a 3-yard touchdown run in the third quarter to make it 38-11. That was for Marshall. And then Longview adds a field goal for Michael Fields and another final touchdown by Jonathan Lee, 5 yards. It's 48-11. Longview wins it tonight over the Marshall Mavericks to go to 2-0.
Yeah, and it's just an all-around great game. Jordan Allen, the quarterback, completed 10 of 12 passes, threw 2 touchdown passes 2 weeks in a row that he's been outstanding. The running game of Taylor Tatum had 3 touchdowns. He had 11 carries for 94 yards. Elijah Johnson, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, he ends up with 7 carries for 87 yards in the touchdown and a 52-yard run to boot. And then DeKalen Reese, another one, he comes in and makes one of the great catches of the year so far, may end up being. And so he had 2 receptions and a score. So it's just on and on.
And you made the greatest point of all, and that was about Jalen Hale.
Yeah, Jalen Hale, the 4-star, 5-star, whatever receiver. And we do all this, and he has 1 reception early on in the game.
It's crazy.
So it is amazing that you can end up with a 48-11 win and
have your best player basically not even be a factor in the game.
Right, amazing. It's an amazing effort.
Good stuff. We're going to be talking to John King here shortly. He's talking to the media on the field right now. But we're going to take a timeout. You are listening. First of all, this is the postgame show of the law offices of Sorey and Hoover. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Well, lawyers, because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Bitches RV is a bit new around here, so we have questions. What exactly is bigger in Texas? Is it really everything, or is it just high school football? We can't wait to see for ourselves every Friday night with our Longview Lobos family. Bitches is built on family, and fun, and lifelong memories. Sounds like football in Texas, right? So we got your back every pregame, tailgate, postgame, after party, and everything in between. Go Lobos! Bitches RV, where memories begin.
Unit 1, move out. Roger. Unit 2, move out.
10-4.
Unit 3, move out.
Got it.
Remember, men, your mission is to find every nook and cranny the enemy can use to infiltrate this premises. Then it will be your duty to neutralize the invaders with extreme prejudice.
Copy that.
Roger.
Moving out. Don't let the pest take over your home. Shut down the operation today. Call the Bug Police to patrol your property at 553-9003 or visit them online at thebugpolice.com. The Bug Police. They shoot to kill and aim to please.
When you're in need of collision repair, you need a shop that has a proven track record of being experienced, reliable, and friendly. McDaniel's Quality Body Works has stood the test of time in Longview for 89 years. From the early years of repairing Furies, Bel Airs, and Studebakers to today's complex Cobras, Stingrays, and Silverados, McDaniel's has been committed to your automotive collision repair needs since 1933. McDaniel's Quality Body Works in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer is the solution to your collision repair needs.
Come see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. The Ram truck lineup at Peters Ram is designed to go further and experience more. Choose from the largest inventory in East Texas with nationwide delivery. Or come see us to reserve the Ram truck that's right for you with the options you want. Peters Ram in Longview.
September 3rd is Bacon Day. September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr, matey. September 25th is Comic Book Day. But any day is a good day to save big on crazy fast internet and unlimited data. Get Cable Link's broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data together for under $25 per month. We make it easy to switch. Plus, everything wireless in your home connects best with true broadband speeds and no buffering. There's no credit check, no money up front, and no deposit. Save big on your internet every day. Get Cable Link's broadband up to 150 meg internet and unlimited data under $25 per month.
Don't miss out. Ask how to qualify for free or discounted internet service. Email support at cablelinks.com or call 800-903-0508. Some restrictions will apply. Many factors affect speed.
And for the win, name something that is hard to find.
Your keys, 4-leaf clover, needle in a haystack, true love.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is a job. Better luck next time.
Don't trust luck. Trust First Choice Personnel. For years, First Choice has been delivering hard-to-find talent, even in highly competitive sectors. First Choice Personnel will be the only choice you need. FirstChoicePersonnel.net.
Sophie's Car Wash, a longtime sponsor of Longview Lobo football. Now with their third location in Lakeport, plus the original on Highway 80 and their self-serve location on Wall Street in Longview. For savings and convenience, get a monthly pass good at the Highway 80 location or in Lakeport.
Sophie's is a place to be.
Once again, Sophie's Car Wash is proud to support Longview Lobo football. Go Lobos!
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
All right, Brian Houston with Johnny Vaughn, Lobo Stadium. And we've got John King with us right now. Just happened to walk in. Perfect timing, Coach. Perfect timing. It's like an old pro there, man. Hey, let me get this turned up.
Sit down, John.
Right, here we go.
I'm going to sit down this way.
I don't blame you.
I didn't get an elevator ride today.
You had to walk it?
I had to walk. Well, I was running it.
They ought to do you better than that.
I did one-legged hops, alternating on the way out.
Well,
I got hung up down there with the TV people.
You're a popular guy tonight after homecoming. Don't worry about it.
I guess so.
The Longview Lobos win it tonight by a score of 48-11. Coach, we didn't see much you could be complaining about tonight. It was a pretty perfect ball game after about that first drive in the first quarter.
Yeah, well, I mean, we settled down and played pretty good. It took a minute to get adjusted to what they were doing formation-wise. You know, I'm disappointed how we lined up a few times defensively, just total miscommunication. And we don't leverage the formation, basically giving them yardage, you know. And we got that fixed, and, you know, and I thought, you know, they settled down and played pretty good. Then we started getting turnovers on defense. We got one in the kicking game. And we started getting big plays and scores, kind of separated, and took a good lead in there at the half. And I was disappointed to come out and start third quarter and go 3 and out. I said that's one thing we don't need to do. We need to do something with the football, whether get points or grind some clock and let our defense rest and see if we can wear on them, lean on them a little bit. We go 3 and out and kind of play into their hand.
Johnny and I were talking before the ball game. We were not concerned, but we thought this could be an interesting ball game because of the style of play that Jack Alvarez throws at you. Did you expect this?
Yeah.
48 did you?
No, not the score. I mean, the ball game's a heck of a lot closer than what that score says. And I can tell you.
It didn't look that way to us.
I do. Jack throws so many things. I mean, he's just good at what they do offensively. They can get you out leverage. They've got boot passes. He's got trick plays, quick traps. I mean, he is attacking you from everywhere. And if you don't line up sound, he'll take advantage of it. So, I was hoping we could come out and do the things we did offensively and get some stops defensively and separate. We did, but this will be a difficult ball game every year. I can tell you, it's just the style of play they have, and Jack does a great job with it.
Well, you guys looked awesome tonight. Taylor Tatum, talk a little bit about his performance again tonight.
Yeah, Taylor's unique. The kid can run it, he can catch it, he can throw it, he can tackle. I mean, he's just got a unique skill set. You don't find that too often. And he's got home run speed to go on top of that. But he's got a lot of people around him playing well too. Taylor does. There's times he has to do it on his own. There's times he finds creases that you don't coach. But there's times that there's people around him, like our fullback, A.J. Johnson. I thought he had another good night. Got a big rushing touchdown. The offensive line played better. We threw the ball effectively. We hit Taylor on a couple of routes out of the backfield. Everybody was doing their job. But all in all, big victory, good victory. Glad to get out here with a win, convincing win, at that. But I can tell you, Marshall's fixing to give people trouble. Them two running backs are loads. That number 4, number 11, they're loads. And they'll get better with it as it goes on. Now, they're still in infant stages of this offense now. He got there in late spring. And, getting to know the kids and what they can do and getting his personnel they need to be. But one's a big target. Quarterback can throw it. So they'll be dangerous, and they'll only get better. Defensively, those inside guys, the 3 down guys and 2 linebackers are pretty good players.
Johnny?
I thought our secondary played great tonight too. They made a lot of plays, and
they did. But we had we get a turnover and wind up off sides at corner.
Mm-hmm.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
We get a pick 6 and we call for defensive holding. So we got to play smarter at times. But no, they played well. I'm not saying they didn't, but that's an opportunity to get off the field. And it's kind of like body blows. It takes a toll after a while. You got to get those guys. And I said it last week. If those guys up front get tired, your defense is fixing to get soft. And anybody, will tell you start leaning on them. They get tired. It gets a little bit easier.
Well, we saw that from your team because you were starting to put body blows on them in the second half because those runs between when Tatum came out and Johnson came in, you didn't miss a beat.
Well, yeah, and I should have stayed with it more probably, but trying to, spread the wealth a little bit and a couple of red zone trips we didn't get points, kick field goals, and Michael did a good job of making those field goals. I mean, you drive all the way down there and miss a field goal, it kind of deflates you.
He's got a really nice leg.
He's hit the ball well.
Yeah.
Coach, I'm just going to tell you, if this was college, Jalen Hale would be in the portal right now because you only threw the ball to him one time tonight.
Well, he only caught one.
Right.
He had the ball thrown to him more than that.
There you go.
There were a couple other throws that got tipped or whatever else. But
it's amazing you can win a ball game like that and have one catch from your best player on your field.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Jalen. I know he wanted to have a big night, and he's probably upset, but he did not do anything to distract from the team. He will not. He went out there and did his job. But he's never one of those to, let everybody know he's upset. But he's going to get plenty of throws.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
He's going to get some more catches. I wish he'd have had a bigger night, too. I don't know how many we threw to him. I mean, I know we had a couple of fade balls, and we tried to throw a wheel route to him where we should have thrown a slant. It was nobody covering. So, but he's going to get some more throws.
I think this is the second week in a row that Jordan Allen really had good games. I mean, he completed 10 of 12 passes, threw 2 touchdowns. I thought both games he's played really well.
Had to throw it away a couple of times.
Yeah.
I mean, tell you the best throw, and of course they blitzed us, and we went on a route combination. We were empty. We had 5 in a route. We didn't line up empty. We had 5 in a route, and they blitzed the Mike, and he hit Taylor Tatum on our sideline in the flat, and got the ball out on time. That's a big sack.
Yeah.
But and we have not thrown it to Taylor Tatum with that look all week long. But he got the look. It came. He hit him with the ball, got it out quick, and smart on his part. But he's very intelligent. And but he made some good throws tonight, and hitting our tight end, Darrensburg, on the waggle pass. Hadn't thrown the ball to him all week on that route because it hasn't been there. It was there tonight, and he made a good decision with the ball. And Jamerson gets his first catch and had a heck of a run after.
Yeah.
So you play Tyler Legacy at Rose Stadium next Friday night. They are trailing Tyler High School as the last thing we saw in the fourth quarter by 3, 27-24. Thoughts about what you're going to be dealing with them next
Saw
week?
them briefly in the scrimmage versus Marshall, and I watched their offense more because I was watching Marshall's defense. But, they've got some weapons. I did not see them defensively. I know they got the big end, Renaud, how you say his name. He's a player. But Joe Willis is a good football coach. He's going to have some tricks for us. He'll have a scheme. We'll have to be able to leverage and play, just like last year. The good thing is he don't have those running backs. I hope he didn't have two as good as what those guys were. That whichever one went to Texas or Alabama. He went to Alabama, did he? One went to Texas Tech or something. I don't know. But we tried to tackle those guys for 4 years. It was not easy.
All right, I got to ask you a non-football question. How much sleep do you get before you get up to go to College Station tomorrow?
Not much.
Do you make it to both road and home games, or do you just try to get that?
We make it.
How do you do that being a football coach?
Don't sleep good after a game, win or lose. A lot of thoughts go through your mind. You just kind of you replaying the game in your head, and so it takes a while to settle down and go to sleep. So tonight will be a quick one. I don't know what time we'll get out of here. Probably around midnight or so, and up and gone at 4:45 in the morning. I got to be in College Station for 8. So
for 8?
Yeah.
Why?
Aggie walk. I'm not missing that. I watched my son get off that bus with the Aggies as a starting quarterback. I ain't missing it. I don't care if I got to leave right now. So it's these are once in a lifetime opportunities, and my staff and administration understand that as far as what I need to do in this short window of opportunity we have, because not going to play college football forever. And
no,
it may be over after college. Who knows? But I'm not going to miss it.
Well, you got a plane to catch, so I'm going to let you go now.
I need one of those Aggie boosters to fly me somewhere.
We were thinking that may already be happening.
John Berry flies a plane, but he ain't flying me anyway.
Coach King, thanks very much for tonight. Congratulations. Great win tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, John King, Longview Lobos head football coach. Have a safe trip to College Station. Good luck to Haynes tomorrow, too. We're going to take a timeout. We continue the law offices of Sorey and Hoover postgame. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Start checking at Telco Plus Credit Union to be a winner. Their checking accounts are awesome. Direct deposit is paid 2 days early. Bill pay is free. Overdraft or no overdraft options. And they set you up to win a free app, low balance alerts, and budget software. They have discounts for students and seniors. Open a checking account today with your hometown credit union, Telco Plus, to save and earn more. Federal insured by the NCUA. Checking approval and membership qualifications apply. Visit telcoplus.org for details and restrictions.
Not all damage is preventable.
Oh no, the squid monster's attacking our ship! We're going down!
But it is forgivable.
There's a waterfall coming down the stairs!
And fixable.
Flood Out Restoration specializes in residential and commercial water and fire damage restoration. Our services include fast action disaster recovery from fires, water extraction, and structural drying and mold remediation. We coordinate with your insurance company to reduce stress and restore your property quickly to get you back on your feet. FloodOutRestoration.com.
Lobos win the ball game tonight by a score of 48-11 over the Marshall Mavericks. Longview goes to 2-0. They're number one ranked in the state. Did nothing tonight to show anything that's going to change. That's for sure. And then next week they go to Tyler Legacy to take on the Red Raiders at Rose Stadium. Johnny, final thoughts before we wrap this thing up for the weekend?
Yeah, I just think that what you want to do, especially early in the season, is try to get better every week. And I think that we stepped up this week. I mean, we had a whole bunch of good plays spread around by a whole bunch of people. The quarterback has played 2 games in a row good. Taylor Tatum is an outstanding player, and the secondary played good. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to get better every week. You start out number one, so there's high expectations, but this Longview team is loaded this year. I don't know what else to say.
Well, I can't disagree with you. They look awesome, and they've got talent at every position. So it's just a matter of you got to go out there and make the plays every week, and you just hope they don't have a down game sometimes. So at any rate, we're looking forward to being back together next Friday in Rose Stadium. And so thanks very much for everything you do tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And so for Johnny Vaughn, I'm Brian Houston. Be sure and check out Harlan, the sports guy, and Pigskin Bob at the Friday night scoreboard show. That would be on Kicks 105.7. I got it right this time. And they'll be on until midnight tonight, so be sure and check them out. Again, thanks very much to the law offices of Sorey and Hoover for the post-game sponsorship. We appreciate you listening tonight. Hope you'll join us next Friday night as we are live from Rose Stadium for Longview at Tyler Legacy. John King show is at 6:30. We'll kick off at 7 o'clock. And again, the final score tonight, Longview 48, Marshall 11. Have a great Labor Day weekend. I'm Brian Houston for Johnny Vaughn. You are listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Thanks for listening to the Longview Lobo Postgame Show, an exclusive broadcast presentation on 106.5 Jack FM.
Also brought to you by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover.